Following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports. Since the announcement by Eastern University that football was coming in the year 2023, the expectations of this mainline university have never been higher. Welcome to Eastern University Eagles football, airing live across the JAKIB Sports Network on YouTube and live across the JAKIB Sports Radio Network, the flagship radio station of the Eastern University Eagles. Philadelphia's AM 990. The answer. Let's go Eastern. Let's go EAGLES.
Saturday afternoon college football across the JAKIB Sports Network. Welcome in, everyone, and welcome to Madison, New Jersey. It is November 16th, and we have made it to what is the last regular season game of the 2024 season. We'll talk about a possibility for this football squad to get into the Centennial Bowl. A lot of moving parts, and we'll keep everybody updated today throughout the broadcast, along with my partner, Warren Schmidt. And, of course, great to have the coach back in, Coach Bernie Nowatarski, joining us. Warren, let's start with you. This team is very, very focused on winning this football game for a lot of reasons. They're 4-5 overall. They're 4-4 in the MAC. And, of course, a win today not only gets them to 500, but still keeps them in the running for a bid for the Centennial Bowl.
Yeah, they need to take care of business today against a very tough opponent in FDU-Florham. You know, we saw all these seniors, I think it was 38 to 39 seniors get their last game here, last college football game, so it's always a tough matchup. Last week against Del Val had the same amount of seniors, a big senior class. Didn't work out well last week against Del Val. Against a really good FDU-Florham team. I really see Eastern coming out and having a great game today on a beautiful day.
Yeah, as I mentioned, FDU-Florham 6-3 overall, 5-3 in the MAC. Lost a tough game a week ago to Widener, coach, and nice to have you back up in the box. The offense needs to get going. The first thing you mentioned to me today in the pre-show conversation was, hey, not much offense from Eastern a week ago. Brett Knabb needs to get that offense going.
Yeah, it's nice to be back from Wisconsin. And when I saw the score and I, said something to you this morning, what I'd like to see us do, I mean, number one, if we can win this game, we're tied with FDU as far as the conference record goes, which is huge. And to go 5-5 is huge in your second year. I'd like to see them play, like, open up the playbook, play loose, play smart, but play loose, make things happen. Don't be afraid to try something today, because there might not be a tomorrow, or a bowl bid. So have fun doing it, but throw things at FDU that they haven't seen. Open it up.
Getting set to go for kickoff here as we broadcast you live across the JAKIB Sports Network. The coin toss has been complete, and all fans and all of both rosters lining up for the performance of the national anthem. While they perform it here, we'll play you the national anthem. We'll be back in a moment.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes stand bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
Set to go. College football today across the JAKIB Sports Network. Welcome in, everyone. It is game number 9, or game 10, rather, for the Eastern Eagles as they get set to begin what is a very, very important game. It's only 2 years. This is only the second year for the Eastern Eagles, but we say it every week, Warren and Coach. This is a big, big game in the history of this program.
Krause, they keep getting bigger. Last week was not a good result for Eastern. But one thing that Coach Crocker said on the coaches show on Thursday on the JAKIB Sports Media Network was the compete level. The compete level of this team never dies. Coach and I talk about it all the time. And when you're building a young program, that's what you want to see. No matter what the score is, those kids on Eastern sideline are competing every play, and just great to see from up here in the booth.
Eastern will kick off today. John Nolick, number 43, will tee it up at his own 35. And Coach B, as you said, would love to see that offense try some things today and get some good ground, get that ground game, get that three-headed monster on the move.
Yeah, and I do believe we won the toss and elected to kick. So I like getting the ball in the third quarter. But, yeah, open it up. Our defense will hold them.
Set to go. John Nolick puts his foot to the football, kicks it high, deep, and sails through the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and the Devils of FDU will start first down and 10 to begin this football game. Again, the Devils are 6-3 coming into the football game today. Lost a tough game by a field goal to Widener just a week ago. This defense has been key, Warren, for Eastern in terms of helping them not only have a fast start, but get a quick 3 and out. We'll see what they can do today.
Yeah, great kick to start off the game. They are going with the win. The wind's going from our right to left. There is a win there, but John Nolick getting a touchback there. Great job by John. But this defense last week started out with a 3 and out, got the ball back for the offense. They need to do that again to start off the game the right way with the D.
Ryan Thomas is your quarterback. Head coach Billy Crocker called him the best quarterback in the MAC. We'll hear his name a lot today. He begins the offense. He stands out of the gun. He's at the 20-yard line. And before we get started, laundry on the field already. I hope that is not an indication of what the day will be like today, but it looks like, a coach, it's going to be a delay against the offense.
Yep, they ran it down. No, that's tough coming out for your first play, and
that is.
You don't get it off. I mean, you've known what the first play is going to be probably since Wednesday.
And that's one of those things that happened last week to the Eastern offense, and Del Val took advantage of it. So good thing for this defense. Last week, Coach, you weren't here. The offense was playing behind the sticks a lot of the game, which is not a good recipe, but good start here for the defense.
So 1st and 15 from the 20. First quarter now getting officially underway as the snap and the handoff is to Edwards. Edwards going to crack off the right side, short side of the field.
Salif Nakima in there, number 0, just playing really well at that defensive tackle position. They move him on the outside. We're going to need big games from this defensive line of Eastern, because Coach Crocker also said they have a really good running back. But we've seen this quarterback before, and he's good. He can throw the ball, run the ball. He's a dual threat.
Edwards is the running back. He got 3 on that first down carry. Call it 2nd down and 12 from the 23-yard line. Opening drive for the Devils. Pass is complete from the quarterback, Thomas. Over there is number 19, Reese, on the end of that pitch and catch. He gets forward out to the 30-yard line, where it'll bring up a 3rd down, rather.
Good job by Chris Forte, the middle linebacker, getting out there. Good job by the defense pursuing.
I see it right off the bat.
Jason Bateman as well in there.
They're going right off the bat with those little bubble and slip screens.
So 3rd and 5 from the 30, 13:54 remaining opening quarter. Welcome into Eastern Eagles football across the JAKIB Sports Network. Now, Edwards out of the gun. Or Thomas, rather. Looking pass complete down over midfield. That's still rumbling down to the 33-yard line. So Thomas's pass is complete to Godfrey. And Godfrey gets down to the 34-yard line. Boom, just like that, 1st down and 10 on the Eastern side of the football.
Big 3rd down conversion there by FDU, and obviously the quarterback sitting there very comfortable. He's a 5th-year senior, surveyed the whole field, got to his 3rd read, made a good read there. The receiver found a void in the defense.
1st and 10 now from the 34. Right to left they go, the Devils. Handoff is to Edwards again. Good positive yardage for Edwards as he crosses the 30-yard line and then gets down to the 25-yard line is where they'll spot him. be a 2nd down and 1. Call it a long one, make it 2 down to the 26. Opening drive for the Devils.
Logan McGowan in there again on the tackle, as well as you're going to need your covers coming up. Jamari James does a good job that from his cornerback position.
2nd and 2, football on the 26. Thomas taking a shot down into the end zone, but no chance. Incomplete. It falls. Jamari James on the coverage for the Eagles. It'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good coverage. And if you see what the quarterback is doing, at the same thing as the long 3rd down play. It's a drop back, 5-step drop. One thing it shows is you got to get some pressure on him because he can stand there very comfortably and pick out who he wants. So we've got to get some pressure. And looking at their stats, their O-line is not that big. They're 5'10" to 5'11", 260s and 270s. I mean, we outsize them on the D-line.
Big 3rd down, 3rd and 2, football from the 26. They give it to Edwards, and they wrap him up behind the line. They push him back. Edwards is going to lose yardage as they bring him down close to the 30-yard line. Good play by the defense for Eastern. A lot of Eastern bodies around to bring a tough running back down. That'll make it 4th down.
Maurice McRae, one of those guys, number 99. Logan McGowan, Jason Bateman. Just, again, Coach, we're defensive guys. I just love the flow of this defense of them getting to the ball.
And they're in between where they've got to go for this and not kick because it's too much wind.
So on the 4th down and 2.
Oh, he left him wide
Thomas,
open.
Pass. He's got his man, and he gets him. Good for a 1st down and a lot more down inside the 15-yard line as Thomas completes the pass. A lot of time in the pocket to let it develop, and he gets it downfield. It'll be a 1st down.
Jason Bateman came in on a delayed blitz and got to the quarterback just a little too late. Again, that's just a veteran quarterback throwing up to avoid in the defense, and he's hoping his receiver comes down with the ball. Sometimes you tip your hat. That was a really good play there. Big conversion there by FDU.
11:35 remaining, opening quarter. Now 1st down and 10. They mark it on the 14-yard line. Ryan Thomas is the quarterback. Thomas hands off the football. Left side, 22 on the carry for the Devils.
I'm almost positive that long completion, they caught us in a zone. And I saw the back out of the backfield. It was wide open as well. So you've got to tighten your zone coverage up.
Gashawn Moody there and Andrew Campbell on the tackle. They're going to have to wrap this running back up. There's not going to be arm tackles with this kid either.
So gain of 2 to the 12. 2nd down, 8, opening drive. Devils still in possession of the football. They move our right to left. Here comes Edwards again on the carry, straight up the gut. Bottle up, gets hit pretty hard and pushed back.
Good job again with the interior defensive lineman there. Just providing pressure, providing a push.
Gashawn Moody, you'll hear his name a lot today, leading the charge for the Eastern defense in what could be his final game today in an Eastern uniform. He may wear that uniform on the bus back to Eastern today. 3rd and 4, 10:16 remaining, opening quarter, opening drive for the Devils. Ryan Thomas, the quarterback, he's in out of the gun. Thomas takes the snap, fires over wide open in the middle, and he's there, and it's a touchdown for the Devils.
Yeah, that was just a little too easy right there.
Yeah, I think we're a little out of sorts in our coverages, whether it's zone or man, and where they're setting themselves up. I have a feeling also when the equipment manager inventories equipment this year, there won't be a helmet or jersey of 7.
Brendan Godfrey gets the touchdown for FDU, and the drive goes from the start to the finish, and the kick after is up, and the kick is no good. It was blocked. So a break there for Eastern. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Eastern Eagles football on the JAKIB Sports Network.
Probably hearing a lot of
pumpkin spice lattes are everything.
I just love sweater weather.
Football's back, baby.
Oh, check out the gorgeous colors on that tree.
I'm loving my MBA program at Eastern University.
That's right. Fall means back to school, and it's not too late. You can jump into Eastern University's MBA program every 7 weeks. Earn your degree fully online and finish in just 1 year. Apply today in as little as 15 minutes at eastern.edu/MBA.
You're listening to Eastern University football live across the JAKIB Sports Network. Let's get back to the broadcast with Warren Schmidt, Bernie Nowatarski, and Joe Krause. Let's go Eastern. Let's go EAGLES.
And back here live up in Florham, New Jersey, up in Madison, New Jersey, New York Jets training facility. Just a couple of miles away. Opening drive, 4 minutes and 58 seconds rather for the Devils, and it ends in an FDU touchdown. The extra point following the touchdown was blocked, and so the score up on the board is 6 for FDU. Eastern no score. They get their first possession. Gashawn Moody, I think, got the block on the extra point. Well done by Gashawn. Now Eastern will receive. High kick. That's Chris Rivera. He's going to watch it go out of bounds, and the flag will come in. Bounces out of bounds at the 15-yard line. So Eastern will get better possession or better field position when they start their opening drive.
Well, I'm not sure. If you kick it to Chris Rivera is probably going to bring it out further. So that's actually, I think, a break, because Chris Rivera has been doing a great job on that kick return team, as well as all the guys that are blocked for him. But, we talk about that compete level, Coach. Most guys are taking a break on that extra point, right? I mean, these guys are bringing it, blocked the extra point. Great job by Gashawn Moody. I think he's the one that got in there. But that's a big extra point, and hopefully that's going to mean something as this game progresses.
When you assume that it's automatic and you don't give it your effort, I mean, that's the difference between winning and losing in a tight spot.
And that's the buy-in that Coach Crocker has on this team, as well as Nate Hinkle, the offensive coordinator, as well as Corey David, the defensive coordinator. What they're putting these kids in and to do, they're always competing, always going 110%. And we see it from the booth.
So Brett Knapp comes out. He'll start first down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Left to right go the Eastern Eagles. Knapp in, out of the gun. He'll be there all day. Pass fires is complete out to the 40-yard line. So a short pitch and catch gets 5 for the offense. Call it second down. And Nasik Smith on the end of that short pitch and catch. It'll be a second down and 5.
So, Bernie, to your point, last week, Eastern was running some 5-receiver sets, which was a new look. I was talking to Coach Nate Hinkle before. I'd love to have them use that again, because it's a different look, and you got 5 playmakers on the outside there. It's just a different look, to your point, in the pregame.
The D-line is also set up the way it was 2 weeks ago for us for yardage, with only a 3-man down.
Second and 5. Knapp takes the snap, under pressure, extends the play, steps up, still on his feet. He's going to run forward. He's going to get enough for the first down as he crosses out over the 45-yard line, gets to his 46. Good enough for the first down. They move the sticks. It'll be first and 10.
Great sign for the offense coming out here, getting a big first down. Last week, they drove down the field, had a bad turnover, and it kind of changed the complexion of the game. But great to see the offense running and passing so far, but getting a big first down.
Make something happen. There is a lot of wind on the field. I mean, with that kickoff, you could see how windy it was.
So first down and 10 now for the offense, moving our left to right. Knapp in, out of the gun. Jeremiah Avrilian. Here comes Avrilian, and he's stacked up at the line of scrimmage. I thought he was going to bounce to the outside, but he's held in at the line. He'll get a yard. Give him 1 for Jeremiah. Good play by the FDU defense to bottle up a very, very tough running back in Jeremiah Avrilian.
Well, they definitely watch film on Jeremiah Avrilian, and they know, hey, if we don't gang tackle this kid, if we don't gang tackle number 3, it's going to be a bad day.
Second down and 9 for Knapp and the offense. Football on their own 48. 8 minutes, 13 seconds to play. Opening quarter. Eagles trail by 6. Snap is to Knapp. He swings over the middle. That was Dom Franks he was looking for, but it was too high. Franks had a defender hanging all over his back, but he didn't have a chance on that. Hit him in the fingers, but falls incomplete.
Yeah, but I still like where Brett Knapp put the ball. If Dom Franks does not come down with the ball, that's not going to be picked off. So I actually like the throw there by Brett. He put it in a good spot. Obviously, just a little too high, but I still like the play call, and I still like the execution of the offense.
I like that we used the tight end.
Down the seam.
So 3rd and 9, big third down for Brett Knapp in the offense. 5 receivers set, including number 0, Justin Nicolopoulos. He's in. He's to the far side. We'll see if Justin's the target. Here he is, Justin over the middle. He's got it up midfield. He's got it to 45. He's down to the 40-yard line, tripped up at the 40. Big first down. Justin Nicolopoulos in on his first play, makes a big catch and a big gain for Eastern.
Great call there by offensive coordinator Nate Hinkle. I love that 5-receiver set. I love Justin coming across the middle. I mean, he had that huge void there, and then he got those yak yards. Great job there by Colin Scott, too, the co-offensive coordinator. I love that play call there.
We ran that slip screen about 3 or 4 weeks ago and haven't seen it since. So really good timing on that call.
Down to the 39-yard line of the Devils. First down and 10, 7 minutes, 25 seconds remaining opening quarter. Nab, naked backfield, under pressure. Steps up in the pocket, extends the play. He fires, and then it may be intercepted as it was intended for Nasik Schmidt, but it was thrown behind Nasik, and it is picked off by the Devils. A bad turnover for Eastern. If I'm Brett Knapp, tuck that football and get down or get outside the box and throw it away.
Yeah,
and that's a big interception for the defense.
When Brett watches the tape on that, he's going to say, I should have run on that one.
He really had his mindset on throwing it regardless. But, yeah, I thought he was going to tuck it and run.
So the Devils come up with a big defensive stop, an interception. They start with their second possession. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Thomas. He'll start at his own 10-yard line. High snap, pass complete. Thomas, big yardage after the catch. These short slants over the middle, complete. Good catch out over to the 30-yard line. Eastern needs to do something, Coach, to shut that down. Second or third time they've gone to that, it's wide open.
Yeah, whether we're in man or zone, we're way too loose. That's got to be tightened up.
83 is Anthony Bellata, picks up a first down and more, gets out to the 30-yard line, plus 20, 1st and 10, 6:42 now. Second possession for the Devils. They have a touchdown lead, 6-0. Thomas. Back to his 20, rolling. Now he's going to put the football down. He's going to keep the football. He's pursued, and he'll get run out of bounds. He'll get out to the 36-yard line. So he will pick up 6, call it 2nd down and 4.
Good job there by Logan McGowan, staying in his coverage, doing his job, but then coming up and forcing the quarterback out before the first down marker.
Yeah, we forced them to run, but we also gave up the outside. And this kid's going to stand back there unless we get some pressure on him.
2nd and 4. Football on the 36. Coach Crocker called Thomas the best quarterback in the MAC. Thomas looking to throw again. Now he's flushed. Now he extends the play, crosses the 40, gets the first down. Brought down, we'll see where they mark him at the 44-yard line. But again, to your point, Coach, stood back there, did nothing open, and then tucked the football.
We're getting close, but not we're getting close coming outside, and he's stepping up into the pocket and finding the seams.
Yeah, Jeremy Brooks in there, defensive end, getting in there. Salif Nakima getting there, providing the pressure. Good open field tackle there by Jason Bateman. But you're right, this defensive line is just getting close enough, but they need to put some pressure on this kid.
Thomas starts 1st down and 10, hands the football off to Edwards. Edwards goes to his right. I don't think he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Good pursuit that time by the defense.
I think he lost a yard.
Yeah, Drew Beckford coming up from the safety position. That's how you want your safeties coming up. Really good job, because now, no positive yards, so it's 1st and 10. They need to try to keep having this defense apply some pressure to these guys so they get out of their realm of what they're used to doing. And right now they feel pretty comfortable, this FDU offense.
Edwards did lose a yard, so call it 2nd down and 11. Football resting on the 43-yard line of the Devils. They move our right to left. Thomas. Again, Edwards straight ahead, crosses the 45-yard line, gets down close to midfield.
Warren, we talked before we went on air about their quarterback, remembering him as a freshman. He's the same size now as he was as a freshman. They have him listed at 175, which is what he was when we saw him the first time as a freshman. And he really took some shots, which I was thinking, he's not going to last. But he must be very durable, because here he is a senior, and leading his team.
Well, Coach, there's a player down for FDU, but Coach, when he was a freshman, we saw glimpses of, wow, this kid's going to be really good. And he's really kind of helped turn this program around from being one of the perennial lower teams to one of the middle teams. This year, they've been an upper echelon team. Great to see number 8 get up under his own power and not need any assistance getting off. But this kid's a really good quarterback. He surveys the field, he finds the voids, and also he moves around the pocket really well.
He likes that 5-step drop and really sits in there and does his reads.
Number 8, by the way, is Quinier Edwards. That's their big running back, the leading rusher in the conference, who was down, but he did come off under his own power.
He actually ran off, so that's a great sign.
Yeah, definitely a good sign. Looks like he came over to his mom and said, "Hey, I'm okay." Great stuff there from Edwards. Back to live action, 3rd and 5 from the 49. QB on the run, drops back, fires, pass, hits in the hands, but it is incomplete. Clowry, number 80, had it and then dropped it, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
So, Coach, that's one of those breaks you need, right?
I don't think we'll see that often enough, but, yeah, that's a huge break with a receiver dropping a ball that was right on the money.
That's a huge spot, too, right there to force them to punt here.
Newhouse will punt for the Devils. Elijah Knowles is back deep for Eastern.
This is fake area as well.
4:01.
Yeah, his knee was down.
His knee was down again. Let's see if
we get the ball right there.
They got it.
That happened a couple weeks ago, and they didn't catch it.
You know what? I'm sure Coach Crocker, and this goes down to having a long snapper that can snap the ball back to the kid. Eastern's going to get great field possession here. Good job by the official. We saw the officials coming in, and we said we did the radio, and they're like, "Hey, you're going to say good things about us." Yeah, we're definitely going to say some good things about them because they got that call.
It becomes a -12 punt.
So a break for the Eagles.
It's huge.
Self-inflicted by the Devils.
Why officials miss that is because they watch the NFL games. I mean, in college, if your knee's down, you're down. Good job by the officiating crew catching that.
So 1st and 10 for Eastern. Their second possession starts on the 36. Here comes Johnson, number 32, and he bangs forward, crosses over the 35-yard line, gets down to the 33-yard line. So Curtis Johnson checks into the lineup along with Jeremiah Avrillian, and Johnson takes it forward. It'll be 2nd down.
I reserve my comments for the officials till later. That was only one call.
That's been the first time all year, but I'm just glad they caught that. But great run there by Curtis Johnson. Great. I love this, Krause and Coach talk about this, the dual-headed threat there, triple-headed threat with this Eastern offense.
2nd down and 5 for Nab. Out of the gun, has it.
That's a face mask.
And he's pulled down. The flag will come in as Nab was brought down behind the line, but clearly
that's going to be the big one.
Got his fingers caught and tangled up in the face mask of Nab, and it may have been when Nab tried to shake free and turn upfield to run. Nevertheless, the flag comes in, and that'll go against FDU.
Yeah, it's inadvertent, but, it's a 15-yarder, like Coach said. That's another huge break. I mean, that's 3 big breaks that Eastern's had.
You have to take advantage of them.
They have to get points here, and it's got to be 7.
Yeah, missed points, the no punt, and a face mask. I mean, they're serving it up to you on a platter. You got to take advantage of it. Yeah, they got to move back because if that's a 5-yarder, I'm leaving.
No, I don't think there's any more 5-yarders, Coach. They're all 15.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Then I can stay.
Yeah. This officiating crew might go on your Christmas card list.
They might. It's early.
But again, Coach, right to your point, when a good team gives you some breaks and you're trying to put your mark on the game here, this is a time where the offense needs to come through and get some points.
And these were the breaks we didn't get before, and now you got to take advantage of them.
So they mark off the 15 and they put it on the 17-yard line of the Devils, where it's 1st down and 10, left to right for Eastern. Nab on a 1st down. Fakes to Jeremiah. Brilliant pass is complete out into the flat.
It's a really good play.
Devin Johnson on the end of that short pitch and catch. And Johnson gets more than enough to get another first down on the 1st and 10. It'll be down at a 5. It'll be 1st and goal for the offense.
We haven't seen much of Devin.
Yeah, so Devin actually a couple weeks ago, they put him in. He did some great blocking, had some big catches, and that gets you more reps. Great job, Devin Johnson. Actually, a couple weeks ago, all the receivers were the offensive players of the game.
Curry, number 48, is in. 1st and goal from the 4. Fake to Jeremiah. Nab's going to keep the football. He's going to try and cut up towards the end zones. Not going to get there.
Can't say enough about it. He's just a tough kid.
Krause, you're going to steal one of your lines. A good, tough run. That is a good, tough run, just like Coach said. I mean, we love Brett Knapp. I mean, he's the type of guy you want to go in a battle with. He is not allergic to contact. Always going to try to push the pile forward. That was a good play by Brett.
2nd and goal from the 2. 1:45 remaining, opening quarter. FDU, the Devils have a 6-0 lead.
I think you see number 3
knocking on the door.
Wide open. Great
on
call.
The reverse, and that is a touchdown for Devin Johnson, who walks into the end zone. Touchdown Eastern University. EAGLES, touchdown Eagles.
Hey, I love the play call. Great job by Nate Hinkle and Colin Scott, the dual coordinators. And you know what? To Coach Burney's point at the beginning of the game, I think they're opening it up, Coach.
Yeah, open it up. But what do you got to lose?
Nolik will come in for the extra point in the lead. Nab holds, kick up, and the kick from Nolik is up and good. So with 1:33 remaining here in the opening quarter, as we go to the break, safe to say that the Eagles took advantage of some mistakes made by the Devils, 2 costly mistakes, and Eastern now with 7, FDU with 6. We'll take a 30-second timeout on the JAKIB Sports Network.
It's fall, which means you're probably hearing a lot of
Pumpkin spice lattes are everything.
I just love sweater weather.
Football's back, baby.
Check out the gorgeous colors on that tree. I'm loving my MBA program at Eastern University.
That's right. Fall means back to school, and it's not too late. You can jump into Eastern University's MBA program every 7 weeks. Earn your degree fully online and finish in just 1 year. Apply today in as little as 15 minutes at eastern.edu/MBA.
You're listening to Eastern University football live across the JAKIB Sports Network. Let's get back to the broadcast with Warren Schmidt, Bernie Nowatarski, and Joe Krause. Let's go Eastern. Let's go EAGLES.
And we're back here live in Madison for the big game today for Eastern against FDU. The Devils hosting the Eastern Eagles. John Nolik following the extra point, sails that kickoff out of the end zone. FDU will have their 3rd possession today. They'll start following the touchback. They'll start out at their 25.
Great job again by John Nolik. I mean, he only had 1 kick last week, and that was the kickoff. But I'll tell you, great job with the extra point. I think he almost hit it over the fence out there. And then the kickoff to get a touchback. Great job by John.
His kickoff hit the back of the end zone.
That's amazing. Had to win, but still, great leg.
So 1st down and 10 from the 25. The Devils take over. It's their 3rd possession. They start on the 25, 1:33 remaining. Jet sweep now for the Devils. 80 on the carry. That is Clowry. Aiden Clowry gets knocked out of bounds over around the 20 or the 29-yard line, right at the 30, I guess. So give them 5. Call it 2nd down and 5.
Good play there by TJ Olson. Great job by TJ Olson. Last week he's playing on 1 leg. He had a hurt ankle. Really great to see him coming up from his defensive back position and make a play.
Pass now is complete from Thomas.
That's just tough coverage when he throws a back shoulder.
So TJ Olson had great coverage on that, and that's just a veteran receiver, a veteran quarterback, back shoulder, know exactly where to go.
Yeah.
Come back. I mean, that's uncoverable.
It is. Well, because he was right on him.
It's great coverage there by TJ Olson. That's just a great play call by FDU, but even a better execution by their offense.
Out to the 42-yard line, 1st and 10. 39 seconds remaining, opening quarter. Thomas, the quarterback, will snap in out of the gun. Thomas again has an open receiver. Pass is complete over in front of the Eastern bench, and that is good for short of the line to gain. He may have stepped out of bounds following a 9-yard gain for the Devils.
I think we've got to figure out if we can't get pressure, then we got to get better coverage because we're not getting near him in this 5-step drop, and he's just picking the receiver that he wants.
49-yard line of Eastern. It'll be a 2nd and 1 for Thomas and the offense. Straight ahead.
I don't know who we played a couple of weeks ago, Warren, where you and I both said it's a win for us every time they run.
Right. Sean Moody in there, Jason Bateman.
It was 23 Fozzie on the carry for the Devils, and that's the final play of the opening quarter. The first quarter will come to a close with Eastern up on the scoreboard. It is Eastern 7, FDU 6. We'll take a 30-second timeout on the JAKIB Sports Network.
You're listening to Eastern University football live across the JAKIB Sports Network. Let's get back to the broadcast with Warren Schmidt, Bernie Nowatarski, and Joe Krause.
It's fall, which means you're probably hearing a lot of
Pumpkin spice lattes are everything.
I just love sweater weather.
Football's back, baby.
Check out the gorgeous colors on that tree. I'm loving my MBA program at Eastern University.
That's right. Fall means back to school, and it's not too late. You can jump into Eastern University's MBA program every 7 weeks. Earn your degree fully online and finish in just 1 year. Apply today in as little as 15 minutes at eastern.edu/MBA.
And back here live on the JAKIB Sports Network. 1 quarter in the books, 3 quarters to play. Big game for Eastern today for a lot of reasons. Coming up at halftime, we'll talk about the Centennial Bowl possibilities, and we'll give you the scenarios. Warren and I and Coach will do that at halftime. Second quarter now as they flip the field. The Devils will now go from our left to right. Thomas is their quarterback. He's in the gun all day. Now Thomas pass fires out into the flat, falls incomplete. Finally did Coach get some pressure on Thomas, and he threw that short.
A little bit, and his 5-step drop became about a 13-yard drop because we did get some pressure on him. If you were watching this game live or listening to us, you would think that FDU's up by 2 or 3 scores just because of the way they're moving the ball. And I'm sure on the Vegas line, we're not favored.
No.
So anything we can do.
But, Coach, they brought some pressure.
Yeah.
Logan McGowan came in, Maurice McCray, his defensive end position, and that's what they're going to need to do with this kid.
Get stops and keep moving your offense.
2nd down and 10 again. Football now on the 45-yard line of Eastern. Here comes Edwards. Pass over the middle, and the pass is did he get it or did he not get it? They say it is complete at the 30-yard line.
He did bobble it. I would think Crocker had a better view of it, whether or not he'll challenge it.
Yep, Coach challenging it.
They're trying
Coach
to hurry.
Crocker is going to challenge that. Number 11 was on the end of that pitch and catch. Godfrey, did he get it or not? We don't know. We'll find out. The replay tent down to our right, down in the corner of the end zone. But head coach Billy Crocker didn't waste any time. I know that the Devils hurried up to the line. He threw the flag in there.
I think the problem's going to be is they ruled it a catch, and Coach Crocker had a better view of it than the film from this side is going to have. That could be the case. But
all 3 coaches are over here looking on the iPads.
Oh, that's good. So, Coach, put your coach's shoes on like you always do. But what's the defense of Eastern? Have they been running more zone, more man? Are they? I know they're playing a 3-4 there. What do you see from up here?
I think they're mixing it up. Even combo calls, zone and man over. Then, like I said, if we're not going to get pressure with 3 or 4, then you've got to drop back and start to cover better, and then figure out the right times to try and get after this kid. He just stands in there. He doesn't. And then I don't think he's a huge threat to run, but I mean, he'll run.
But you want him to run.
Yeah.
And that's okay, right? And, Logan McGowan provided some pressure occasionally, and then you got Jason Bateman. They've been blitzing him. Andrew Campbell, Cole Jones. So they are bringing the linebackers.
That went pretty quick.
Yeah. I like this officiating crew.
No, wait, maybe it didn't go so quick.
I think this is going to be one thing they talk about after the season, how this replay has really changed the tempo of the games. I mean, there's been 5-minute replays. I mean, most of them have been 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
It looks like from what may have happened down there, the officials were potentially unable to view the play as the head official came back out onto the field and then was circled back in by one of the FDU representatives, and now they're back inside the tent. So it's taking a little bit longer than expected. You're listening to Eastern University football across the JAKIB Sports Network. We'll take a 30-second timeout and bring it back in a moment.
They can't tell.
I chose Eastern University because there was such a great sense of community.
I chose Eastern University because I could earn my master's in counseling fully online.
Because they offer so many teaching certification options.
Because the school nurse certification is only 4 courses.
Because I could get my MBA fully online in 1 year.
Because I'm a working adult and the professors were so supportive.
Because of the beautiful campus.
What will be your because? Explore all the reasons to love Eastern University at eastern.edu.
And we're back here live on the JAKIB Sports Network. 14 minutes, 34 seconds remaining. We're in the second quarter. Eastern 7, the FDU Devils 6. FDU, remember, scored on that opening possession. Then the extra point, Gashawn Moody got in to block that extra point, get a finger on that extra point, enough to cause it to fall incomplete. It looks like the ruling has come out. Coach, what are they saying?
They're saying they caught it. I don't like the fact that the FDU coaches were down in the replay booth with them that came out with their thumbs up. You know what? For replay to work at this level, you're going to have to go to a 3 or 4 camera deal for each school. One camera is not going to get everything you need. So I think if you really want it to be effective, you've got to go to a 3 or 4 camera, 2 corners somewhere. You got to go with more cameras.
And then I just love how Coach Billy Crocker coaches the game. He's always coaching in a respectful manner, but having the official come over and explain the call to him. And I think he's saying something that you're thinking, Bernie. Why is the FDU coaches down there with you in the replay booth?
There were 3 of them in there.
That's just not supposed to happen. But Coach Crocker, he pays attention to every detail. Actually, before the game, a couple of guys were on the other side of the 50, on FDU's 50. They're just working out, and Coach like, hey, we have to be on this side of the 50. So I love how he pays attention to every detail of this program, and it's definitely shown on the field for these players.
Now there's something else going on. When I was with the Soul, the AFL did a really good job of replay. We couldn't go down in with them, but because they went back into a tunnel. But I would always go down the field and have a view of what was going on, but never in the tent with them.
Well, play set to go. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line of Eastern. Quarterback Thomas on the keeper.
I don't think that was an intended run. That was a bad snap.
Good job by Andrew Campbell. Andrew Campbell's all over the place, too. I mean, these linebackers for Eastern are just so active.
Gets 3, so it'll be 2nd down and 7. Football on the 27. Thomas keeps the football on a tough snap, so 2nd and 7 from the 27. Edwards, the running back, will line up to the right of Thomas. Thomas takes a shot down in the end zone. Gashawn Moody on the coverage. Pass is incomplete. Make it 3rd down.
Great job there by Gashawn Moody of not touching that kid, because that was going to be well over his reach. And I think if he would have grabbed him, he would have got the PI call just because the receiver got behind him. Good job there by Logan McGowan providing some pressure. I think that's what they're going to do, to Coach's point, of get some pressure on the quarterback.
I really watched what they were doing in the secondary that time. That was what you would call Tampa 2, zone underneath, 2 safeties over top, and then once the receivers get past that underneath, safety's got to go man on them.
Big 3rd down, 3rd and 7 from the 27. Thomas takes the snap, keeps it, pass fires, pass is incomplete. looked like it hit Clowry right in the hands.
No. TJ Olsen definitely knocked that down.
He got a finger, a hand on that.
Great job by TJ.
Good defensive play, so that'll make it 4th down.
And he might try to kick here because of the wind.
Looks like they're going for it. So, Coach, this is another one of those big plays in the game. They just made a big play to make this 4th down. But this is a really big play. They can hold them there to no points and get the ball back.
They're going to take a timeout because they're down to 7 on the clock already.
It's 4th and 7 from the 27. And FDU, you're right on that, Coach. We'll keep it here. They take a timeout. What do you expect, Coach, in a 4th and 7 from the 27 based on what you've seen so far from this offense?
I don't expect a run. And they very well may try one vertical and throw it deep. He's confident in his throwing ability.
Yeah, and plus he goes through his progressions, which is as a coach, you allow your quarterback, if you know he's going to go through all those progressions and you can hold the defense for getting in pressure on him, you kind of feel pretty confident that he's going to complete that ball. So I think they're going to need to get his face, make him throw a contested throw just like they did last time. They're in his face. He rushed a little bit. TJ Olsen had a great deflection of separating the ball from the receiver. They're going to need another great play dialed up by defensive coordinator Corey David.
This is where the chess match starts. Is Eastern going to blitz? Are they going to drop back? Are they going to play man? Are they going to play zone? That's the guessing game that the FDU coaches are going through.
Or some type of reverse, right? I mean, everything's on the table, and they empty back set. So
4th and 7, here we go. 13:34 remaining, 2nd quarter.
We would run a quarterback draw out of this.
Thomas alone in the backfield on the snap. Snap to Thomas, pass, fires, pass complete down at the 17-yard line. And the pass is complete to Clowry, number 80. That's good for a 1st down and more.
Good coverage there by Eric Wilson. Just too much time for the quarterback to find a void in the defense, but I thought that was pretty good coverage there by Eric Wilson, DB.
Gain of 10.
Again,
make it 1st and 10.
It's a senior receiver with a senior quarterback who've done this hundreds of times. He came back to the ball.
1st and 10 from the 17-yard line, just a tick under 13 minutes to play, 2nd quarter. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll have all of the updates on the Centennial Bowl. Edwards carries the football straight ahead, bangs on his feet, breaks a tackle, gets into the end zone. A flag comes down in the backfield. That's probably going to be against Maurice McCray. And Edwards somehow gets loose and then gets into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't know how he got loose, but that's roughing on us. He tackled him after he handed it off, well after he handed it off.
Yeah, it's just a case of, what we see with our running backs. They keep their legs moving and, busted out of a huge scrum and then ran it in unabated for a touchdown. He was actually the player that was down, number 8. Obviously, he told his mom he's okay, and he's definitely okay. So it's good to see him get a touchdown. Not good for Eastern, but you never want to see a player get hurt. But, again, Eastern had him buttoned up there. They just didn't bring him down.
I will say this, though. They went for it on 4th down. So they're not feeling very comfortable in what's taking place here today.
I know. They know they're in a game. They knew they were in a game last year. Last year, it was 24-19. So they know this Eastern team's dangerous.
They ended up picking up the flag. I'm not quite sure.
Well, I guess since he scored, you would decline it.
Call?
Or they're.
So they got half the distance to the goal line.
Unnecessary roughness. So now they'll line up and go for 2. Thomas
he's
in
the
same set. In the same set, a snap from the 2.
He's going to run it.
Empty backfield for Thomas for the 2-point conversion. High snap. Thomas straight up. Did he get there? Yes, he did. And they make up for the missed extra point and convert on the 2-point conversion. And FDU now goes up by 7, 12 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. FDU, the Devils, 14, and the Eastern Eagles 7. We'll take a timeout on the JAKIB Sports Network.
I chose Eastern University because there was such a great sense of community.
I chose Eastern University because I could earn my master's in counseling fully online.
Because they offer so many teaching certification options.
Because the school nurse certification is only 4 courses.
Because I could get my MBA fully online in 1 year.
Because I'm a working adult and the professors were so supportive.
Because of the beautiful campus.
What will be your because? Explore all the reasons to love Eastern University at eastern.edu.
You're listening to Eastern University Football, live across the JAKIB Sports Network. Let's get back to the broadcast with Warren Schmidt, Bernie Nowatarski, and Joe Krause.
Following the FDU touchdown, they have a 7-point lead, 14-7. Here's second quarter action as we broadcast to you with game number 10 on the 2024 schedule. The Eastern Eagles at 4-5 would love to win it this afternoon here up in Jersey. Following the touchdown, Rivera watches it sail over his head. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be a touchback, and Eastern's offense will come out and start with a 1st down and 10.
So this is a big drive here for the Eastern University offense. Obviously, you want at a minimum you want to get some 1st downs and flip the field possession game. But when you let up a score, the defense let up a score there, you want to come and rescue your defense and make this a tie game. They're going against the wind here. Coach, is that going to change the play calling, you think?
Maybe a little. I don't think you go deep. You work outside the numbers maybe or inside.
1st and 10, they start from the 25-yard line, their own 25. That's Johnson on the carry. Gets out above the 25, gets to the 26-yard line. Gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9 for CJ.
A lot of hands up near the face mask.
Yeah. Really love to get Curtis Johnson out in some space. Obviously, Jeremiah Brilliant too, but Jeremiah Johnson's been really good on those screen plays. Love to see him work in a screen here, especially with the pressure that FDU's putting on Brett Knapp.
2nd and 9, gain of 1, football on the 26. 12 minutes, 9 seconds remaining, second quarter. Now Johnson splits out, 2nd and 9. Avrilian is to the right of Nab. Snaps to the 20. Nab takes a shot, and his pass is sails well over the head of Eddie Swinton. I'm not quite sure Eddie was looking for that. He stopped the route.
Yeah, they weren't on the same page on that. Maybe he wasn't the first read, but I think they're trying to get the ball to Curtis Johnson there in space, and I think he was covered.
You still got to run your route.
So 3rd and 9. Franks comes in. Dom Franks, number 87, checks in. We'll see what Nab and the offense can do. Big 3rd down. 3rd and 9 from the 26. Nab. Snap, pass, fire, and the pass is picked off by the Devils on what looked like a duck. That pass
He
was
got his
up in
arm
the
hit.
air.
His
He
arm got hit.
when he went to release the football, and the Devils intercepted their 2nd of the day.
Yeah, he got his arm hit. That took everything off the ball.
Costly turnover for Eastern. FDU will start 1st and 10 from the Eastern 34-yard line.
They came with a strong side safety blitz as well that time, and that's what got the pressure. And they just caught his arm as he was releasing it.
Yep, and when that happens, obviously it's a bad result. So obviously not very good for Eastern to come out and not get a 1st down, but more importantly, get another turnover, which has been kind of the Achilles heel of this team. Turnovers obviously are not a good result for to get a win.
1st and 10 from the 34. Thomas in the offense quickly right back out. Thomas past the number 83. His short pitch and catch is complete. Balata on the end of that short pitch and catch, crosses out over the 30-yard line, gets down to the 29-yard line. Gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Jason Bateman in there on the hit again. Him and Gashawn Moody just keep hitting everything in the other color. That's good.
2nd and 5. 11 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. Edwards now carries.
A little short.
3. It's down to the 26-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Perry Parker in there. Evan Harris in there on the stop. Both those guys are playing interior.
3-yard gain that time for Edwards. Call it 3rd and 2. Football on the 26.
I'm pretty sure they've showed that they're in 4-down territory for them.
Thomas keeps, fakes to Edwards, keeps, gets 1st down, cuts back up to the 20, gets down close to the 20-yard line. Good enough for the 1st down. And it'll be a 1st down for the Devils and Thomas and the offense.
Good open field tackle there by Logan McGowan of staying in his lane, because you don't think of this quarterback as a running quarterback, especially when you got number 0 there as a running back. They fake it to number 0, and then he bails out of the corner there. So good job by Logan. The unfortunate thing is they got the 1st down.
1st and 10 down to the 20-yard line. We're right at the 10-minute mark here in the 2nd quarter. Thomas. Edwards carries, bangs forward. It's down close to the 15-yard line. Does get to the 15-yard line.
Gashawn Moody, Chris Forte, Evan Harris.
I'm going to say that was like two unmovable objects hitting each other, number 8 and Moody.
Yep.
5 for Edwards, 2nd and 5. Football now at the 15 of Eastern. 9 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. 2nd quarter, 14-7 Devils. Thomas out of the gun, at his own 20. Snap, pass, fires, incomplete. Gashawn Moody on the coverage for the Eagles, bring up a 3rd down.
And that's how this defense is going to need to play. Play on these receivers, come up and try to detach the ball from the receiver. Good job by Gashawn Moody, but also providing some pressure. I think they provided some good pressure, some good upfield pressure. You're going to need to do that against this quarterback.
Pass was intended for their big tight end, 5th-year senior 6'3", 210-pound Alex Galarraza, and it is incomplete. So 3rd and 5 from the 15, 9 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. Thomas has it, fires, has an open receiver down close to the goal line. They stop him before he gets into the end zone, but the pass is complete.
Coach talked about this. Tough matchup. Really good quarterback, really good receivers. That was good coverage there by Jamar James and Gashawn Moody.
Lowry on the catch down to the 1-yard line. Quick snap. Thomas, give the football. Edwards, stop, hit, bang, forward. Stays on his feet, keeps the legs rolling, and Edwards gets into the end zone again. As his legs start pumping the minute he gets popped, and he gets into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
There was a lot that happened on that play. It was a bad snap. It was a bad handoff. He held on it, got hit at the 1, and then spun it into the end zone.
So the interception turns into another Devils touchdown. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 8 minutes and 47 seconds remaining, it is the FDU Devils 21, Eastern 7. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Eastern University football on the JAKIB Sports Network.
It's fall, which means you're probably hearing a lot of
Pumpkin spice lattes are everything.
I just love sweater weather.
Football's back, baby.
Oh, check out the gorgeous colors on that tree.
I'm loving my MBA program at Eastern University.
That's right. Fall means back to school, and it's not too late. You can jump into Eastern University's MBA program every 7 weeks. Earn your degree fully online and finish in just 1 year. Apply today in as little as 15 minutes at eastern.edu/MBA.
You're listening to Eastern University football, live across the JAKIB Sports Network. Let's get back to the broadcast with Warren Schmidt, Bernie Nowatarski, and Joe Krause. Let's go Eastern. Let's go EAGLES.
And we're back here live on the JAKIB Sports Network. 8 minutes, 47 seconds remaining following the Devils' third touchdown of the afternoon. They now have 21 up on the board. Chris Rivera on the return takes it 2 yards deep in the end zone. He's at the 20. He's at the 25. He's at the 30. Crosses the 30-yard line. Chris Rivera with a good return for Eastern. Maybe that will get him going. Rivera decides to bring it out, and he gets good yardage on the return.
I say it every week. He may very well be the best returner in the league.
Without question. If he's not an all-MAC kickoff returner, I don't know who is. He takes it at the goal line, and then he hits the seam, running north and south, which Coach and I love to see. Runs at tough yards. Great job. And you know what, Krause, to your point, he has been the spark in many of the drives for the offense. They need one here.
He was one man away from going all the way on that.
1st and 10 from the 33-yard line, right to left for Eastern. Here comes Nab, fakes it to Jeremiah Avrillian. Perhaps he should have given him the football. He's bottled up. Now a flag comes in. A second flag comes in as the FDU Devil defense may have been taunting Brett Nab. We'll see what the call is. They had him and brought him down well behind the line of scrimmage.
You're going to get the unsportsmanlike for the tackle when they blew the whistle, and then you're going to get somebody referred to one of the referee's family members in a wrong way, and you're going to get that one. This should be 30 yards.
Wow. Coach, you got good hearing up here. I didn't see that second one, but that again.
Well, put it this way, that kid's out of the game for the moment too.
Right. And that's Coach Crocker knows that too, and it's always teachable moments. These moments when a player makes a bonehead decision. But right now, this offense, and they took advantage of the last breaks that they had. If this is a 30-yard penalty, even a 15-yard penalty, this offense needs to establish themselves in this game. They need to make this 21-14 here.
Best referee crew ever.
They're staying on Coach Nowatarski's Christmas list for sure. But that was a penalty. I mean, they called that is the right call.
There were two. On the touchdown play, the only thing I would have liked to see more from our corner down in that area, you got to take the inside away. You can't let the receiver get in. He was on him, but he did cross his face and get on the inside.
So it'll be a first down for Eastern.
Stick guys are confused.
Well, they're going to get the second penalty burn, so they moved it out to the 45.
They were two
now
separate.
They're going to walk off the second 15-yard penalty.
You got unsportsmanlike for the tackle, and then unsportsmanlike for the conduct after.
Yeah, I'm surprised that kid's going to be allowed to stay in the game if you talk to an official like that. But getting back to the game, this is when, again, the offense, when Krause was calling the play, I think Brett needs to just relax, take a breath, because I think if he gives the ball to Jeremiah there, Jeremiah had some green grass.
Yeah, the read wasn't there that time.
So after the 30-yard step off, it'll be first down and 10 now for Brett Nab on the offense from the 40-yard line of the Devils. Moving right to left, 8 minutes, 22 seconds. Rivera in motion. Rivera takes the football. Now he swings to the far side of the field. He's over the 35-yard line. Chris Rivera gets good positive yardage. 9-yard gain for Rivera. There's the spark plug you need on offense. Good run, Chris Rivera. Second down and 1.
I love that play call. Great job, Nate Hinkle and Colin Scott, because he is a playmaker. Chris Rivera is a playmaker. They have a lot of playmakers. Make these guys, put them in position to make plays, get him in space.
Nice block downfield by Aurelian. He led the way.
Down to the 32 officially, so an 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2 for Nab and the offense. Here comes Jeremiah Aurelian banging forward, stood up. Good play by the defense. Gets close to the mark. He'll be short. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Good read there, though, by Brett Nab, getting Jeremiah Brilliant running up through there.
You stand up Jeremiah Brilliant coming through the hole like that, you hit him hard, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Jeremiah gets a yard, 3rd and 1 for the offense. 48 is Braden Curry. He checks in. It'll be 3rd and 1, football on the 31. 7:05 remaining, second quarter. Eastern down by 2 scores. Snap is to Nab. Here comes Jeremiah Vrillin. He's got the first down and more as he rumbles forward and he crosses the 25-yard line, gets down first down Eastern.
Great football play. Yeah, that's a great football play. Great job there by Jeremiah Vrillin. Like he just hits the hole. It's just great to see, but an even better read by there for Brett Knapp. Good job, Brett. Big drive here so far for this Eastern University offense. Great to see how they're matriculating down the field. Obviously taking advantage of 30 yards of penalty that you never usually see, but it's all about you taking advantage of it.
Take time off the clock and points on the board. You're getting it at the end.
First and 10,
start.
football on the 25-yard line. Right to left goes Brett Knapp and the offense. Now Knapp out of the gun. Pass wide. He has an open wide receiver. He's got his man. Devin Johnson's got it in. He reaches the football out. Did he cross the goal line? He did not, but a great play. Johnson with the wherewithal to reach out to the pylon, but he's brought down short of the end zone.
Worst crew I've ever seen.
That's if you hit the ball on the pylon, that's a touchdown. But still, great pitch and catch there for Brett Knapp, getting out to Devin Johnson. Just great play. They got some playmakers on these receivers, and these receivers are coming through today. Great job by Brett Knapp getting the ball, almost a big touchdown catch and throw there.
So first and goal from the 1.
We're down to 3 seconds.
Knapp keeps the football straight up the gut. Brett Knapp, he is is he in there?
Yeah,
yes, he is.
Good response.
Into the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown Eastern University. EAGLES, touchdown Eagles.
Great response by the offense. Great job by Brett Knapp. He made all the right reads there. He made the right read there to get in the end zone for a touchdown. Huge response by this offense.
He took advantage of the penalties.
And you have to do that, right, Coach? Especially against a really good FDU-Florham team. Take advantage of the penalty. And then, you know what? Get these guys a little chippy. They're going to start, feeling that they're in a game. They're in their senior game. But great response by the offense there. Big 7 points there, or 6 points. And then we got Nola coming in here to convert this extra point.
Now, you guys know I get worked up about the last 4 minutes and the first 4 minutes of the third. We cannot let them go down the field and score here with 5 minutes left. And we're getting the ball the third quarter to start it. We can go down. That's a 14-point. You're talking about tying the game up.
John Nolik, 43, will come in for the extra point. Snap.
Good snap.
Holds. Nolik's kick, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. So John Nolik converts the extra point.
That combination all season has been really nice. The snapper, the holder, and kick.
John, I think almost look at the ball guy. I think John might have kicked that to the train tracks. That guy's never been back that far. Great kick there by John Nolik, and great job by Sean McNamara and Brett Knapp putting down that unit. You're right, Coach. Has been really good, and it goes underappreciated until they don't convert. Right?
We'll keep everything here. 5 minutes, 24 seconds to play. Let's get some insight if we can. Coach, you talked about it. You got to shut them down here to get inside that 4-4 window with Eastern getting the football to start the second half.
I like the way our offense is playing. We opened up the playbook a little bit, and we're doing things that FDU hasn't seen. The problem is FDU's offense is really actually moving the ball down the field pretty easily. I mean, this could turn into a typical D3 shootout where this is, 42-35 by the end. But we've got to find a way to get some pressure and stop the long third down attempts that FDU is getting.
Nolik will tee it up at his own 35 following the touchdown. High kick from John
He fair
Nolik.
caught it.
And a fair catch by the Devils before the opportunity is there to get a run back. So they'll start first down and 10.
It's not a bad kick considering into the wind. He put it to the 10-yard line.
I'm telling you right now, John Nolik, he is developed into be one of the best kickers in the MAC. That was a great kick. That was high. And I think that guy thought he was on the punt return team because that was a high kick. He fair caught it.
He should have thrown the flag because he ran 6 yards afterwards.
Yep. But still, great job by John Nolik and the kickoff team there.
So the offense for the Devils will come out. They'll start first and 10 from their 25-yard line. Thomas, the quarterback. Edwards to his right. As Coach said, got to get a stop here. Thomas keeps the football, crosses the 30, 35-yard line, runs out of bounds down at the 37-yard line in front of his own bench. Scheduled call, good gain, first down and 10.
Yeah, when you have a passing quarterback that we didn't think could run that well, he runs pretty well, Coach.
He's faster than Logan, and Logan was just a tad inside, but he was where he belonged. But if they were having a 20-yard race, Logan would finish second.
First and 10 now out to their 37-yard line. Left to right, we're at the 5-minute mark. Devils have a 21-14 lead. Thomas gives the football off to Edwards. Edwards spins forward inside. Looked like Saquon Barkley there for a minute, spinning back up, and he gets to the 40-yard line.
And you know how you solve that to keep contained. Just take another step outside.
Yep. Hey, Jason Bateman in there for another tackle. Great job. Chris Forte. Anthony Roser's in here at this left quarterback position.
75 is shaken up for them and not coming out, so I'd go right after him.
2nd and 7. They mark it at the 40. We're down to 4 minutes, 20 seconds remaining, second quarter. It's 21-14. Settle in. We got a good football game to bring you here. We're in the second quarter. That's Edwards again. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. Almost breaks another tackle as he gets into Eastern territory. Touchdown saving tackle, or it would have been paid off for Edwards. Drew Beckford made the stop. Or else Edwards was going to run or walk if he wanted to into the end zone.
Yeah, a couple of missed tackles there. Can't have that.
Kid runs hard. He also uses a good straight arm, but you can't arm tackle him.
And he's a big kid.
1st and 10 to the 46-yard line of Eastern. Under 4, 3:38 remaining. Edwards again, forward, stop.
They have him at 190. That's a big 190.
Gets to the 44-yard line. Gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. We're 3 minutes, 18 seconds remaining.
When I was with Detroit, we played Cincinnati, and they remember Pete Johnson. They said he was 250. He was closer to 300.
That SID,
yeah,
wiggle room.
2nd and 8. Football on the 44. Snap is to Thomas. He's looking, pass, fires, incomplete. Make it 3rd down. Intended receiver was Bellata, number 83. 3rd and 8. Must get a stop here, Coach.
That was probably his worst throw of the day because the receiver was open. So we do need a stop here. This would be huge.
This is a big play in the game. Obviously, I don't think they're going for it. They don't get unless it's a really short down play. Great to see the defensive backs, one of them being Eric Wilson coming up from his defensive back position, because they're going to need to come up and hit these running backs.
3rd and 8, football on the 44. Let's see what Thomas will do.
Well, we got pressure finally.
Got him behind the line.
That's huge.
Salif Nakima, Jason Bateman, Andrew Campbell, Nardo Murphy.
Big stop for the Eastern defense.
Maurice McCray. Great job, guys.
As they bottled him in and Thomas was unable to get out, it'll bring up 4th down back at midfield.
Bad snap.
Knowles is back.
How did he get that off?
Kick is off. He was under pressure. Flag comes in. Now a flag back
we hit him
at the 15.
We got 2 flags on us.
2 flags on the play.
2 flags in the back, too.
I think we blocked in the back down here, and we hit the punter down here. One's going to get refused, and one's going to get taken.
This going to be 15 yards? Yep, 15-yarder, automatic first down. Roughing the kicker. I don't know how they didn't block it.
It was a terrible snap, and it was...
Two flags down. One roughing the kicker.
Yeah, which obviously they're going to take because they get a first down. Blocking in the back is a post-possession penalty.
Are they getting 30 yards?
Yeah, no, you don't get both those.
No. Is he mic'd?
It's like a hold was
Holding.
the second flag.
That
was declined, and then the roughing will give them.
I don't know how they didn't block it. I get the
penalty.
roughing. There were too many of them there.
You know, the kid's leg was up and they hit him. I just don't know how they didn't get it. I mean, there were just so many white shirts on the punter all over him.
There were 5 of them there. I mean, they couldn't stop themselves.
Well, backbreaker for the defense.
That is a backbreaker.
Defense will have to come back out. It'll be a 1st down and 10 for the Devils on now the 35-yard line. 2 minutes, 12 seconds. So instead of getting possession of the football, the defense comes out.
This is one of those times where a coach will call, let's get a turnover here.
1st and 10 from the 35. 2:12 when Thomas, the quarterback, snaps the football. Clock will begin. It's 21 for the Devils. It's 14 for the Eagles. Snap, pass, complete. Lotta has it. Short gain. It's down to around the 32-yard line, somewhere in there. Call it a 2nd down. Give them 3, 2nd down and 7.
That's one of those really long passes for a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, you love to see your defensive end, Salif Nakima, getting out there and making a play, as well as Andrew Campbell. This pursuit of this defense is it's great to see from up here. You know, not to beat a dead horse, Coach Crocker talks about it all the time, and so do his coaches. But the compete level of this team, no matter what's thrown in front of them, they don't bow down to anything. Whatever's bad break with the roughing the kicker, which was a roughing the kicker, but they just come out here and just keep making plays.
They're asked to do an awful lot.
This defense has been asked to do a lot, an awful lot this season. And you never see any figure pointing on the sideline. Hey, offense, pull your weight. This defense is coming here to play today, and hopefully they can keep them out of the end zone with 2 minutes to go.
It'll be a 2nd down and 7 for the Devils. The football's on the 32-yard line. Remember, as Coach B said, Eastern will get the football to start the 3rd quarter.
But you force a turnover here would be huge.
Thomas, he's going to throw. Pressure from McCray up the gut. Thomas rolls to his left. Pass is complete. And the receiver breaks a tackle and bangs forward down into over the 10-yard line for a 1st down.
Yeah, I think sometimes we forget that this team is really year 2. I mean, they're sophomores. Eligibility-wise, they're sophomores and juniors. So, that was just a bigger receiver on a bigger defensive back.
Galarazan, number 6, the 5th-year senior, gets down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, 1:35 remaining.
If that's okay, you got 23, 24-year-olds playing against 18-year-olds.
So 1st and goal for Thomas and the offense. 1:23. And now we have a timeout called on the field. We'll keep it here with 1:22 remaining. It's 1st and goal for the Devils. They lead by a touchdown, 21-14, in what appeared to be, Coach, an opportunity to not only come up with you did come up with the defensive stop, an opportunity to get the football back, and then the roughing the kicker 15-yard penalty gives new life to the Devils. Now they're knocking on the door with a 1:22 to play.
You go back to the punt. When you're that close, you got to get a hand on it so that it doesn't become roughing.
Yeah, the problem with that play is you look at it, they did everything right. It was not a mental error. It was just a physical thing. They just didn't get to the kid for whatever reason. But this is where the defense needs to really try to make this a 21-14 game going to the half. Or keep it a 21-14 game going to the half.
Again, this is where you got to take the slant away. You can't give them the inside.
So here we go. 1:22 up on the clock. First down and goal from the 7. Devils in possession of the football. Thomas, the quarterback, fakes to Edwards, keeps the football, runs forward, wide open, middle, and he gets into the end zone and gets a touchdown for your quarterback. Touchdown, Devils.
Same play that ran the last time down there.
And it's wide open.
Well, Krause, we talked about it on the coaches show, and Coach Billy Crocker said this quarterback is probably the best quarterback in the MAC, and I'll tell you right now, he's not proving us wrong here. He's running the ball really well, and obviously he's a really good pocket passer.
So the extra point
Block, pick it up
again by Eastern.
Could have kept his feet.
Gashawn Moody again with the block. I thought for a moment, Coach, he was going to be able to pick it up off the bounce.
He scoops and scores. It's 2.
It's 2. It'd be 2 points. It'd be.
So 1:18 remaining. FDU 27, Eastern 14. What do you do, Coach, with 1:18?
Well, we have 2 timeouts left. It kind of depends on the kickoff return and the first play. If you're in decent field position, you still have enough time with your timeouts to try and get some points back.
This is when we need one of those big Chris Rivera returns. And then just the coach's point is exactly right. That dictates what the offense is going to do. Chris Rivera gets a really good return here, which he's been doing all year. Then all of a sudden Eastern could be looking to get some points going into the half and then having some momentum when you come out of the second half.
Yeah, if we get a touchback here, I don't know that you do anything but be as safe as possible, that you don't throw or give a turnover back. You can't let them score with a minute left.
$1:18 remaining, second quarter. Morgan kicks it off. Rivera watches it sail through the end zone. Be a touchback for the Eagles. And they'll start first down and 10.
I think it's all going to be dictated by this play.
Yeah, like if Jeremiah Brilliant or Curtis Johnson or whoever breaks one and gets some real good positive yards here, gets it up here to the 50. I think it changes everything of what Nate Hinkle is going to call. Other than that, I think they're going to just run out the half and go in 27-14.
You know what? We got some playmakers on that offense. Come on.
To Coach's point, let's take the training wheels off and let's see what they can do.
First and 10, football on the 25-yard line. 1:18 remaining here in the second quarter.
5 receiver set.
Nab in, out of the gun, standing at his 20. Snap to Nab.
Ran the clock out. No one threw a timeout. You wasted a timeout if you stop it there.
Yeah, I don't know how that was delay a game. They just ran it out on the field after the kickoff. They must not have reset.
They spent time over there before they came out.
So 5-yard delay of game penalty against Eastern. Now first and 15. Still 1:18 remaining on the clock. Now they start from the 20. 5 receiver set. Nab keeps the football, and he is pressured and stopped back at the original line of scrimmage. It'll be back at where they snapped it at the 20. It'll bring up a second down.
99 has quite a little cheering section right in front of us.
Yeah, another senior day that Eastern's part of. Got a lot of seniors on this FDU-Florham team.
Second and 15.
I think you see the same play.
Man, they're in no hurry at all. Get this football off. 38 seconds. Clock continues to move. Snap is to Nab. Now Nab pass over the middle. Pass is incomplete.
Yeah,
Eddie's sweating across the middle. Out around the 30, but incomplete.
That was run into very dangerous territory. You've got people coming at you from both ends. It's a very tough catch to make.
Yeah, I would love to see him get the ball in space into Zeke Smith or Justin Nicolopoulos here.
3rd and 15 from the 20. Still 30 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
FDU does not have 3 timeouts left.
Aurelian checks in. Now is under pressure. He is brought down. Flag comes in.
It's either going to be a hold or a face mask.
I think it's holding.
They had Nab in their grasp inside the 10.
They probably take the play because it was a sack.
Yeah. He's going to call the hold.
And now all of a sudden, with 24 seconds remaining, Westfield's going to be standing inside his end zone to punt this football.
Against the win.
Oy.
27-14 FDU. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll have the Centennial Bowl details. All mute if Eastern doesn't win this football game.
You couldn't have run 3 worse plays there. Not the plays, the execution and the results of the plays. We couldn't ask for any worse to happen than what just took place.
Right, especially the incomplete pass that stops the clock.
And then a hold, now we're back in. I mean, you shoot yourself in the foot. It wasn't a play call. I don't want to say that. It was our execution.
Number 19 is Reese. He's back deep for the Devils, standing at the Eastern 45-yard line.
Good snap.
Westfield handles the snap.
At least got it off.
Gets the kick off.
Let it bounce.
It bounces right at the 30.
I would have left that bounce and take as many seconds off the clock as possible.
39-yard line, I guess. At the 40-yard line, they're going to mark it.
Oh, yeah.
Flag down.
Oh, maybe we get something on them. And how can it be on us?
2 flags actually down.
Looks like a face mask against Eastern. That could be a 15-yarder here.
Got a dead ball foul 15 yards from the spot.
That's not how they wanted to end this half. Still waiting on what the officials are talking about. Did you see anything, Coach?
No, I was watching back here for the punt and hopefully letting it roll to run some more time off the clock.
Well, they're going to
personal foul.
He just pointed to FDU.
Yes, he did.
Well, they just went from the 40 to the 25-yard line. 15-yard penalty stepped off against Eastern.
He's going to the end zone.
And with 17 seconds remaining, Thomas will come out with the offense. Snap is to Thomas. Has plenty of time. Takes a shot down into the end zone. He's got his man, and he's got a touchdown. Oh, no.
He was left wide open.
Open in the end zone for a touchdown. Oh, my. Aiden Clowry. Wow.
Backbreaker.
Yeah, obviously stating the obvious, but you can't let a receiver get that open on that play there.
We were in. I looked at pre-alignment. I think we were in too high safety. So your first movement is angled to the numbers and then deeper than anyone that's there. I told you before the play started, I said he was going end zone. He wasn't wasting time.
And Thomas stays out. They'll go for 2. It's 33-14. Still 11 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Can we please get to halftime? Snap is to Thomas.
Ball's down.
The conversion for two will fail. Football actually came out. Eastern did recover the football, but 33-14 now in what was the most unexpected minute and 15 seconds in the history of this program. And it happened right in front of us in the second quarter. It's now the Devils 33 and Eastern 14. We'll keep it here. You're listening to Eastern Eagles football across the JAKIB Sports Network. We're glad you're with us this afternoon. Halftime show coming up. Krause, Warren, Schmidt, and even Coach B will join us for the second half of the halftime show. Coach has to get out of the box for lunch. And
there's reasoning for that. We're at a 1 so far for hospitality.
All right, so we'll see that. We'll see. Got to get Coach some hospitality here before, and then he'll join us for the second half of our halftime show.
There's 13 people in this booth, and they got a dozen donuts with nothing to drink. and I don't see any lunch coming.
So from 21-14
to 33-14, Warren, with 11
totally
seconds
You're
remaining.
Right. In a blink of an eye, that happened.
Really hurt.
Rivera back deep, waiting for the kickoff. This time, Rivera will take it 2 yards deep. He's going to come out 5, 10, 15, 20, 25-yard line. He's out to the 30-yard line, crosses out over to the 32-yard line. So Rivera the offense will have to come out and snap the football. There's 5 seconds remaining in the second quarter. I feel like we've called an entire football game in 1 minute and 17 seconds. Nevertheless, 33-14 FDU. NAB will kneel to get this thing to the break. You're listening to Eastern University football. That will do it. That will bring the first half to a close. FDU takes the long jog to the locker room. It's 33 for the Devils and 14 for the Eastern Eagles. You're listening to Eastern University football on the JAKIB Sports Network.
It's fall, which means you're probably hearing a lot of
pumpkin spice lattes are everything.
I just love sweater weather.
Football's back, baby.
Oh, check out the gorgeous colors on that tree.
I'm loving my MBA program at Eastern University.
That's right. Fall means back to school, and it's not too late. You can jump into Eastern University's MBA program every 7 weeks. Earn your degree fully online and finish in just 1 year. Apply today in as little as 15 minutes at eastern.edu/MBA.
If you own a company and you're not producing a podcast, you're missing out. The public consumes messaging when they're ready. Join the professional podcast network of companies and let JAKIB Media Partners put you in the podcast arena. Come to our professional studio, or we'll come to your place of business and professionally produce your company podcast. Call JAKIB Media right now at 267-261-3428. 267-261-3428.
I chose Eastern University because there was such a great sense of community.
I chose Eastern University because I could earn my master's in counseling fully online.
Because they offer so many teaching certification options.
Because the school nurse certification is only 4 courses.
Because I could get my MBA fully online in 1 year.
Because I'm a working adult and the professors were so supportive.
Because of the beautiful campus.
What will be your because? Explore all the reasons to love Eastern University at eastern.edu.
Welcome to the Eastern University Football Halftime Show, presented by Eastern University, highly ranked by U.S. News and World Report for this academic year, with online MBA programs priced just under $10,000. Contact Eastern right now at eastern.edu. Now here's Warren Schmidt and Joe Krause. Let's go Eastern. Let's go EAGLES, Eagles.
Well, we are at halftime across the JAKIB Sports Network, and we thank everyone for taking the ride with us today up to Madison, New Jersey, the final regular season game for the Eastern Eagles, who came into the contest at 4-5, 4-4 in the MAC. They came off what was a tough loss, not a close loss, but a tough, hard-fought battle in a loss to Del Valle a week ago, and they come up and they take on the FDU Devils, who only managed a touchdown against Widener a week ago. They've got 33 points up here on the board in the first half, and they lead 33-14.
Yeah, well, both teams have taken advantage of the breaks, and that's how football games go, right, Coach? You take advantage of the breaks. The big break was when it was 21-14. Eastern holds them, punts, or forces a punt, and it was a roughing the punter call. It was a roughing the punter call. The officials were right in making that call. It was just a bad break for Eastern. But then all of a sudden it felt like the wheels came off, and then it sure made FDU's offense get in sync. And then they scored these two quick touchdowns, and all of a sudden we're looking here at 33-14 instead of 21-14 going to half, or 21-21 because Eastern would have had the ball.
That last minute and 15, we reverted back to year one and the mistakes that take place in a new team. I don't know if that's a quick loss of discipline. I don't know. Just the last minute and 15 was tough to watch.
And I like, so they get the kickoff. It goes Rivera has a half decent return, but then I like the 5 receiver set. They came out there aggressive like we said they should. And, unfortunately, they just didn't execute.
And you got a delay.
And then, the penalty, and it just all of a sudden it should have been, hey, maybe we should just get to the half. But it was already too late. You're already committed to that. So I don't fault the coaching staff for doing that. We've talked about it today of, hey, let these kids go out there. And then, you know what? These kids are all going to be back, right? And it's a learning process. This team competes every play, which you love to see as a coach, right? And it just didn't work out. And that's going to be a learning process for this team.
In some of the areas, it's just simply execution. It's a decent play call or a decent defensive call. And you just, you got to make plays and you got to execute. This is a good team we're playing, no doubt. But little things, like the touchdown before, decent coverage, but you left them cross your face at the goal line for a slant. I don't know how we didn't block that punt because we had 5 people within a yard of him. I don't know how he got it off, but there was no way we weren't going to hit him because they were coming full speed because no one blocked anyone. I mean, it should have been a block. I don't know how, but it was roughing. I mean, even though it's the worst crew I've ever seen. But
Coach, what happened on that last touchdown for FDU? I mean, when I say wide open, he was wide open.
The safety was in by the goalpost and the receiver was out in the corner. I mean, I know I saw the DB going, I know you can't see us, but he had his hands out like this afterwards, like almost saying, I thought I had help. But if you were the safety, you've got over the top. I don't know what coverage we were in.
See if we can bring everybody inside the box, Burns. See if you can snap her. See if you can. Yeah, there we go. Burns, swing around, if you will. Get you to jump in, and so we'll bring you inside of the box here. Give that description again, just so people listening can hear, or people viewing the show today on the YouTube network. And
after he scored, the DB that was closest to him, which probably wasn't about 8 to 9 yards away, he had his hands out like this, which as a DB, that's usually they're asking or signaling to someone else that I thought we were in this, or you should have been over here. I don't know. There may have been that in my mind is a terrible time to have a miscommunication in the defensive secondary, because I mean, I said it when they came out, he's 17 seconds left. He's not doing anything but throwing to the end zone. And there's just no way somebody should be that wide open.
Yeah. One other observation, guys, that I had from this opening first half was the inability to get pressure on this quarterback. The Eastern defense just did not get to him with any sort of consistency. He had plenty of time to sit, to read, to take off if necessary. Had a lot of time back there today in this first half.
And one time we did get to him, then we get the penalty the next play on the punt. excuse me. I did notice FDU's offensive lines splits are very tight. So they don't take up a lot of space on the field lining up to snap. So they are very tight, and those gaps are probably difficult for our guys to get into, which doesn't allow blitzing or a delay blitz. And we're certainly not going to get anything off the corners. So I don't know. We did get to him.
Well, what's the counter to that? If they're lined up and they're tighter, what's the counter?
Cover better.
Yeah.
You've got to change your coverages. You almost want them to run, but even there, I mean, 8 is a big kid. He's broken a couple now. The quarterback has run a couple. I mean, he's not a true runner, but he's very capable of running, and getting you 8-10 yards. There's contain. Your outside end has to keep contained and force him back in. So I don't know. If you can't get pressure with the 3, then you got to cover more.
Well, this quarterback's everything is advertised. I mean, when Coach Crocker was talking about on the coaches show, this quarterback, this running back, and his receivers and his offensive line being able to protect, they've done everything today. And Corey Davis been trying to bring some pressure. Andrew Campbell's been blitzing. Jason Bateman, number 8's been having some delayed blitzes. Cole Jones has been coming in. Defensive line's been doing pretty well, but they need to provide some more pressure on this quarterback in the second half. They get the ball first is going to be a big learning, big hill to climb. But the offense needs to get some sustaining drives. They need to get some points in this first drive. And I think they need to, let's establish our identity for going into the offseason. Last year, remember, we're up at Stevenson. That game came down to the last play. Every kid on this team was in the weight room that Monday after that loss, getting ready for this season. And that's kind of what they want to take, that mentality for this game. Let's finish this game off strong, win or lose, right? We want these kids to win. Win or lose, we're building a future. We're in team 2. Team 2. And
they doubled their wins.
I mean, this has been a really – and they're – we haven't even talked about the Centennial. I'm not going to steal Coach's thunder on – or Krause's thunder on that. But they're still in the mix for a postseason game.
Well, let's talk about that.
For anyone that's listening, I don't want anyone to get the impression that our defensive line is playing poorly. They're not. But I think the combination of FDU's line having almost no splits does not create any gap lanes for them to get into. So by no means are they playing poorly. It's just, I think FDU's line is so tight, it's very difficult to get through. And I mean, we have gotten there. And I don't remember a game this season where I saw a kid that was able to stand in the pocket for 4 or 5 seconds. Just because, and again, I think it's because of the way they block.
As well as a lot of fifth-year seniors on that offensive line.
Yeah, they're tight, and I just don't think our guys can find the gaps to get through.
Well, let's talk about, as we promised everybody tuning in, watching, listening across the JAKIB network, we promised everybody what an update on what it would take for Eastern to get into the Centennial Bowl. It's amazing that we can have the conversation about the Centennial Bowl this in year number 2. I don't think Coach Crocker cares. Not about the bowl. I don't think he cares that he's in year 2. He came in here. He wanted to win this football game, and that's where it started. They need to come in and win this game against FDU. And then should you check the box on winning against FDU, then there's 3 other variables that need to occur during the last week of regular season action for Eastern to be able to get in.
Yeah, on DraftKings, it's a 4-pick parlay.
It's a 4-pick parlay.
You need them all to hit. And I didn't even know what a 4-pick parlay was till, this younger generation is telling us how to bet. But why don't you go through that, Krause, of all the scenarios? And we've heard, I think some of them might be happening. But again, it comes down, and I'll let you go over that. But it comes down to Eastern winning, and then to have those other 3 things happen.
Yeah,
so let's see what happens.
It starts with a win. Eastern has to win today. They have to beat FDU-Florham. They have to win against the Devils here on the road. Widener plays Del Val. Remember, we lost to Del Val a week ago, big, up at Del Val. Widener beat this football team, beat FDU by a field goal just a week ago. So Widener must beat Del Valle. That's a good matchup. I hope to get an update on that game before the game concludes here. Kings will need to beat Stevenson, and then Albright will need to beat Lebanon Valley College. So that is your
And that's the
scenario.
toughest
That's
leg.
that's the toughest of them all. Although right now trailing 33-14 with one half in the books, and your defense unable to stop this offense with any sort of consistency in that first half. It's going to be a tough second half, Coach.
The Vegas analytics have it at 8%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and one of the things that Coach Crocker talks about on the coaches show is the turnover battle. They're losing the turnover battle right now. 2 turnovers for Eastern, none for FDU-Florham.
Well, we have blocked 2 kicks, and that
comes
last
down
2
to that compete level.
That last 2 points possession, they also fumbled it, which we recovered. So I mean, we're creating some things, but not enough. And I guarantee you, you guys talk to Crocker all the time. He doesn't want to hear anything about this is year 2 and we're young. He's long past that conversation. I bet you he doesn't even answer questions about that anymore.
So he was past that after game 1 last year.
Yeah.
After we went up to TCNJ, he's like, okay, here we go, boys. I got a team here. We're in the MAC conference, and we're going to win some games. And he's done that.
Well, we are at halftime here up in Madison, New Jersey. It is 33-14, and you're listening and watching and viewing across the JAKIB Sports Network. And we shout out to everyone who's been with us all season long. And if you're just tuning in today for the first time, don't forget on Thursdays, the Coaches Show with head coach Billy Crocker. We'll be right back here this upcoming Thursday to talk about this game, and we'll see how it all plays out. We will pause here for call it a 90-second break. There are about 7 minutes left up in the half until the teams make their way back out. So time for you to handle your business, whatever that is, and then we'll be back here shortly. You're listening to Eastern University football on the JAKIB Sports Network.
It's fall, which means you're probably hearing a lot of
Pumpkin spice lattes are everything.
I just love sweater weather.
Football's back, baby.
Oh, check out the gorgeous colors on that tree. I'm loving my MBA program at Eastern University.
That's right. Fall means back to school, and it's not too late. You can jump into Eastern University's MBA program every 7 weeks. Earn your degree fully online and finish in just 1 year. Apply today in as little as 15 minutes at eastern.edu/MBA.
I get scared sometimes.
Of a lot of things.
Joining in.
Decisions.
The dark.
The dark.
But I once heard someone say,
But as I always say,
it's okay to be afraid.
as long as you face the fear.
And keep moving forward.
Wherever you are in life, count on the name trusted in insurance for over 80 years. Independence Blue Cross.
I chose Eastern University because there was such a great sense of community.
I chose Eastern University because I could earn my master's in counseling fully online.
Because they offer so many teaching certification options.
Because the school nurse certification is only 4 courses.
Because I could get my MBA fully online in 1 year.
Because I'm a working adult and the professors were so supportive.
Because of the beautiful campus.
What will be your because? Explore all the reasons to love Eastern University at eastern.edu.
You're listening to Eastern University football live across the JAKIB Sports Network. Let's get back to the broadcast with Warren Schmidt, Bernie Nowatarski, and Joe Krause. Let's go Eastern. Let's go EAGLES.
And we're back here live in Madison, New Jersey. Halftime here across the JAKIB Sports Network. Our Eastern Eagles have 2 touchdowns up on the board, but they trail 33-14. Couple of minutes left here in our halftime show before the second half is set to go. The Devils of FDU making their long walk from the locker room down to the field. Senior day today, as you mentioned, Warren, and Of course, this is our third week for Senior Day. We started at Eastern where Gashawn Moody made the long walk from the end zone with his family out to meet Coach Crocker, who was waiting for him at midfield. I thought it was just a great moment for Gashawn Moody. And unless something changes drastically, not only in this game, but in some of the other games around the MAC conference today, Gashawn Moody will end his career here at Eastern University. He's set to graduate with his degree in the spring. What a great football player he has turned out to be for Coach Crocker. What an incredible ambassador he has turned out to be for this program. And I keep thinking of the words of Eric McNelly just 2 weeks ago. Somewhere down the line, when this football program matures into a time when you can have a conversation, number 7, that jersey may at one point find its way removed from the field or in dedication the way the Hokies do down in Virginia Tech, where that number becomes game specific to the player that's working the hardest. That's what I like the most about it, because that, I think, is what represents how Gashawn Moody plays football.
So, Krause, to your point, I think that's even better than retiring his jersey, because he is one of the cornerstones of this program. He has a special relationship with Coach Crocker. I'll tell you, Gashawn Moody, we're Bernie and I are old defensive backs, and I just love to see how he plays 110% every play, even a better person off the field. But it could be like that Ohio State thing when you're wearing number 45, Archie Griffin's old number. It just becomes a special number to this program. And to your point, Krause, number 7 will forever be a special number in this program, because he's one of those kids that have helped build this program of other kids saying, hey, I want to play where he's playing. And it's really helped with recruiting and everything else. Just a special kid. And this could be his last half with playing for the Eastern University Eagles.
Well, as the teams make their way back out on the field, Coach B, nice to have you back up in the box. You weren't with us a week ago up in Del Val, but your son, who plays football at a high level, at the collegiate level, is finishing up his college career with sights looking ahead for another opportunity. He's a hell of a player.
Yeah.
Must have got some stuff from the old man, I guess. But, boy, he's making some waves. Had a great football career.
I think he's better. He did have it was Senior Day, so we got to walk out with him. He did block an extra or a field goal. He had a pick, and he had 6 solos. And they're playing today in outside Milwaukee in Wautosa for the Lutheran Cup, which is a rival game. So we'll see how that goes. And then actually in a couple weeks, was invited to play in the FCS Bowl down in Florida, of which I happen to coach. So I get to coach him one time as a college player. He'll get to see some pro scouts and interview with them, and hopefully, someone will look at him. Then he has lacrosse coming up, and he loves the team out of Philly.
Hey, I know a good sports agent that you should talk to.
I'll give you his number. But no, I'm proud of him, and besides it, he's a good kid. His grades are excellent. I can't ask more out of the kid. Now, I might have my youngest son had a visit with us last week there. He got to see the campus, so he's thinking of going there.
That's great, and as any parent wants, you want your kid to be better than you, smarter than you, better looking than you. And I think your kid checked all those boxes.
Well, all 5 of my kids checked all 5 of those boxes as well. So
sure.
That's all good. Both teams now back out onto the field. Again, let's bring you back and bring you focused back into game action. FDU 33, Eastern 14. Eastern must win today. They must win in the second half here, and then win up on the scoreboard for an opportunity for any of the other results that we need, that we covered, for them to get a bowl bid into the Centennial Bowl. They come into this game 4-5, 4-4 in the MAC. We'll see what they can do in the second half. Coach, they get the football to begin the second half. Does the offense come out slinging?
I don't know if you have to come out slinging, but you could mix it up. And this isn't out of reach. I mean, I don't want to sell anything short. It's not out of reach, but they're going to have to really pick things up.
They're going to have to do what they did against Misericordia, and that's score on every offensive drive in the second half. And they can do it. They've done it. And so what you need to do is break it down. And I'm sure the coaching staff were saying, let's win this half, right? Let's finish this season off, but let's win this half. And then hopefully that gives us a chance to win the game.
You can almost go smaller incrementals. Let's win each play. Let's win this play.
Coach.
Let's win the
better.
next play. You know, and let's cut the penalties out. Like I said, that reverting back to year one mistakes and that last minute is why this is 33-14.
Set to go. Ian Poole Morgan, the freshman, kicks off. Chris Rivera on the 1 yard line. Takes possession of the football, 10, 15, 20, still on his feet, bangs forward, still forward. Now he's tackled, gets out to the 25-yard line. So that time Rivera came up into the middle of the field, and then what was open then collapsed on Rivera, and he stops there, stops short of the 25-yard line where the offense will come out. They'll start 1st down and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They'll move right to left to begin the third quarter.
I don't know what his average return is for the season, but it's got to be between 25 and 35 somewhere.
Yeah, he's just a really good returner.
1st and 10 from the 24-yard line, quarter number 3. You're listening across the JAKIB Sports Network. Brett Knapp is the quarterback. He moves right to left. He's throwing. He's under pressure. He rolls, and then he fires it out of bounds where it is incomplete. Knapp actually stood back there waiting for someone to clear, and then he was forced out of the pocket, and he chucked it out of bounds over into his bench. It'll be a 2nd down and 10.
I'm surprised out of the 3-man front, we haven't been able to get Aurelian moving on the run. We really haven't established the run today to back anybody off for the passing.
Good decision there, though, by Brett to get out of the pocket and throw that, not have an intentional grounding.
2nd and 10 for Knapp. Jeremiah Aurelian. Knapp's going to take a shot down the field. He's got his man
He caught it
down at midfield, and it is caught. Eddie Swinton has it, and it's good for a 1st down and a lot more as Swinton gets down to his own 49-yard line. Boy, Knapp threw that ball high. Swinton went up and got it.
Great play there by Eddie Swinton to come down with that ball, but even better play. I don't know if you guys saw what Brett Knapp saw. He saw a safety coming right in his face. He gets the ball out there, and I'll tell you, that safety lit into him. Great, tough play by Brett Knapp. Even better catch show by Eddie Swinton.
His choice was Swinton or the back.
So 1st down and 10 for Knapp. Football on their own 49-yard line. Here comes Jeremiah Aurelian. He crosses midfield, stays on his feet. He's at the 45.
There we
He's
go.
down to the 40-yard line. Jeremiah Aurelian picks up enough for a 1st down.
Great play call there. I love it. Get Jeremiah, just like Coach is saying. Get number 3 involved. Jeremiah Aurelian. Great run there.
I don't know what his nickname is on the team, but it should be Highlight.
So 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Second, it'll be a 1st and 10. They move right to left. Offense looking to punch this football in and put together a good opening drive to start this third quarter. They trail 33-14. Knapp out of the gun on his own 35 or 45-yard line. Here comes Jeremiah. Nothing there for Aurelian. They box him in. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, which is the 40 of the Devils.
Got an injury.
That was just a good play by the FDU defense. They strung it along, and they let the troops come up and kind of come in and get Jeremiah there. But I just, Coach and I just love how Jeremiah Aurelian runs the ball. I get a chance to see him before the games. He's a real quiet kid. But I'll tell you, on the field, he is a completely different dude. And he just runs the ball hard, and just great to see from up here.
There's an injured player for the FDU Devils that is down on the field. We're just under 2 minutes into the start of the third quarter. It's the opening possession for Knapp and the offense for Eastern. They have a 2nd down and 10 when play resumes at the 40-yard line. While there's an injury down on the field, we will take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Eastern University football on the JAKIB Sports Network.
It's fall, which means you're probably hearing a lot of
pumpkin spice lattes are everything.
I just love sweater weather.
Football's back, baby.
Oh, check out the gorgeous colors on that tree.
I'm loving my MBA program at Eastern University.
That's right. Fall means back to school, and it's not too late. You can jump into Eastern University's MBA program every 7 weeks. Earn your degree fully online and finish in just 1 year. Apply today in as little as 15 minutes at eastern.edu/MBA.
And we're back here live. The injured player for the Devils made his way off the field. It's 2nd down and 10 from the 40. Jeremiah Vrillian again, straight up. Not much there. Does get positive yardage. It'll be 3rd and long for the offense.
I tell you, Jeremiah moves that pile.
A big 3rd down, Coach. 3rd and 8 from the 38. 12 minutes, 35 seconds remaining. What are you doing here, Coach?
I wouldn't be afraid to throw it.
And I think they're in four down territory. So it helps with the offensive coordinator knows he's got 2 downs to get the 1st down here on 3rd and 8.
See what they do. Nab in on 3rd down. Standing at the 43 of the Devils. Snap to Nab. Nab, open man, down, fires, and it's incomplete. Eddie Swinton was the intended receiver. Swinton looked like he was posting towards the end zone. Pass not anywhere close to being
the second
caught.
time today that they haven't been on the same page with each other. The first time Swinton stopped his route. That time he kept going, and Brett threw it short.
And Westfield's going to come in and punt the football, so it is not 4 down territory. The drive stalls. Westfield will come in to punt. 12:05 remaining, 3rd quarter. Westfield standing on his own 47. Kick for Westfield bounces down inside and is touched up inside the 15-yard line. So the first possession of the second half does not net out any points and actually stalls after they got moving, Coach. And then all of a sudden just got bottled up. They went to Jeremiah twice. They bottled him up. And then the missed pass with the receiver, and they have to punt the football.
Yeah, and sometimes, again, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, you don't need 20. Run an 8-yard comeback.
But that's a different. FDU runs that fade, right? That uncoverable
back
8-yard back shoulder. And Eastern's going for the long ball. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but that's where the difference is.
So 1st down and 10 now for the Devils. Edwards, the running back for the Devils offense on the 1st down carry.
Good punt there by John Westfield on that to bury these guys inside the 20. Obviously, defense needs to come out, get a 3 and out. Good start with the defense there. Only allowing 1 yard there, but really need to try to get a 3 and out, get the offense back on the field, good field position.
Edwards gets a yard, call it 2nd down and 9. Snap to Thomas in the gun. Now he's forced. Now he tucks the football. Now he keeps the football. He's out over the 20-yard line, tries to make it to the sticks, gets close to the line to gain. And it is good enough for a 1st down. They do move. Get the 1st down. They give him the 1st. Yes, they did. So 1st down, it was a 2nd and 9. And Thomas again, Coach, waiting. And then when there was nothing there, was able to get good positive yardage and enough to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, you're talking about 5 or 6 seconds that he's got that before he decides to even run that.
And that's the most deflating thing for a defense. You have good coverage, and then all of a sudden the quarterback runs for 9 yards for a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 from the 23, 10:39 remaining. Thomas pass complete, number 80 on the end of that short pitch and catch. Clowry has it, not much there.
Jamar James from his cornerback position comes up, delivers a great hit there. Good job by Jamar James.
Gain of 4, gets out to the 27-yard line. So 2nd down and 6 now.
Warren, watch when they come out and line up their offensive line. Look at their splits.
Yeah, look at the size of them too.
They're almost touching toes.
It is 2nd and 6 from the 27. Snap to Thomas.
And there's
Edwards takes it. They got him behind the line. They stop him behind the line.
Good backside
lose
play.
Yardage.
Salif Nakeem in there. Logan McGowan.
Yeah, Logan.
Jason Bateman.
Logan came hard from the backside.
Yep. Cole Jones. Jalen Allen in there, number 57. Great to see him out there.
Yeah, they're tight split on their offensive line and their zone blocking. That's going to make it very tough for our D linemen to get through.
So back to the 25-yard line following that short loss. Call it 3rd down and 8 for the offense. 9 minutes, 22 seconds remaining. Thomas fires wide open. Clowry's got it out at the 40-yard line. Good for a first down.
They run 2 clearing routes and then just a slow route behind that has been open all day.
He's getting to his 3rd read, right,
Yeah.
Coach? I mean, that's a recipe for disaster, especially a 5th-year senior with all the other 5th-year guys out there, knowing where to be, finding the voids of this defense. But that was a big conversion there for FDU-Florham.
1st and 10 out at the 41-yard line. Under 9, 8:45 remaining 3rd quarter. First possession for the Devils. Edwards carries the running back, bangs forward. Maybe a yard. It might give him 2. Be 2nd down and 8.
We talked about him during halftime. Number 7 again on another tackle with Cole Jones trying to strip him, which is what you need to do. This defense needs to come up with a turnover. But just Sean Moody, 110% every play,
and he had to go through a pulling tackle.
So 2nd and 7, 3 for Edwards on that 1st down carry. Thomas. Short pass complete. Number 6 on the end of that reception. That's Galarraza. And Galarraza gets down to the 48-yard line.
Coach, you got to love
3rd down.
You got to love when your defensive backs come up and make plays like that. Jamari James, just you have a blocker on you. You go low. You force the guy out of bounds. Just great, perfect technique there by Jamari James on a tackle.
You're giving him a 3-yard gain.
So 3rd down, 3rd and 3, football on the 48.
I would have to think if we get a stop here, they would have to punt.
They're definitely punting here, Coach.
Thomas on a 3rd and 3. Snaps, pressure, fire, wide open, pass complete. Good for a first down and a lot more down to the eastern 40-yard line.
We might get a pick. We might get an offensive pick.
Coach, I think you're right. And it was that back judge that called it. I think he's calling it on number 19.
Side judge threw it too.
Oh, when 2 guys call it, that's a good sign. Right, so that's one of those illegal picks.
Yeah. And what they're doing is running.
Or if you're on offense, you call it a rub route.
They're running one receiver off. The second one is delaying and coming underneath, and that's who they're hitting, the underneath receiver.
Yeah, so that's obviously that's a break for Eastern University football here, and they need to take advantage of this one.
Well, that's a big break because that ended up down on the eastern 40-yard line. So instead of that, you're going to get a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, it drives me nuts. This is a 3rd and we're getting near 20. And you give up a 21-yard pass. It drives me crazy. And it happens at all levels.
Well, let's hope we don't get
Coach
out here.
3rd and 20 from the 31.
They might just run this. Nope.
Under pressure, Thomas pass complete. Not much there.
And that sure isn't going to get 20. That's a taunt.
Yep, that is a taunt. Good job by Andrew Campbell keeping his head there, because that was a late hit that number 75 did on Andrew Campbell. And he's an emotional player, Andrew Campbell. He plays with emotion. I love how he plays. Great job by Andrew just taking the hit and running off.
So they get the stop. It'll bring up 4th down, 6:49 remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
This has not been the strength of FDU today.
Elijah Knowles is back deep for Eastern. The Devils will punt. Knowles standing at his 30. Punt cleared. Knowles is going to go back and field it at the 25. 25, still on his feet, not going anywhere. He's finally brought down at around the 28-yard line. Tough over-the-shoulder catch for Knowles on the punt. And then his momentum took him back close to the 20-yard line before he was able to get back up north and south, and he gets out to the 27-yard line where the offense will take over first down and 10.
No, the positive, no points.
Yep, and I'll tell you, we're not going to do that play justice. That was a great play there by Elijah Knowles. That punter got into that ball pretty well. He was with the win, but he caught that over his shoulder and got positive yards. Great job, Elijah Knowles.
Any offense comes right back out.
That ball's rolling down to inside the 10.
First and 10 from their 28-yard line. Third quarter action. Here comes Jeremiah Brilliant. Crosses over the 30-yard line. He's on his feet. He's at the 35. He's at the 40. Jeremiah Brilliant knocked out of bounds down somewhere around the 45-yard line of the Devils.
Great block down there by Justin Nicolopoulos, too. Wow, that was a really good block. Sprung him out.
Did you see what he did after the block?
Yeah.
He got up and kept running down to lead and see if there was anyone else he could block.
Yep. And if he got 43, we'd be hearing a touchdown Eastern by Krause.
Good to see getting him loose on the run.
So first down and 10 for the offense, now on the 45-yard line of the Devils. 6 minutes to play, third quarter. Still 33 for the Devils, 14 for Eastern, second possession of the half. 48 is Curry. He comes in. Brilliant up the gut. He's free.
It's a foot
30,
race.
25, 20. He might go. He does not. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. Jeremiah Brilliant again with back-to-back runs.
He was almost taken down by his own player.
Wow. He just, I mean, the accolades, I mean, how many great accolades can we say about Jeremiah Brilliant and how he runs? I'll tell you, just you love to have a running back like that. And then they also have Curtis Johnson who runs like that as well. Just great to see. Great job. Great response for this offense.
So far, yep.
So first down and 10 for the offense on the move. Down on the 15-yard line. Avrillia now to the left of Knapp. Fakes to Jeremiah. Pass is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. Hit him in the hands. Went up in the air. Anytime the football goes up in the air, you hold your breath.
Especially down here.
Yeah, it goes to the turf and it'll fall incomplete. Nicolopoulos was there as well. It'll bring up second down and 10.
Yeah, and that's just one of those cardinal rules. Catch the ball first and then get the yards. He was looking for those yak guards first, but that was a good ball there by Brett Knapp.
Second down and 10 from the 15. Fakes to Jeremiah. Knapp pulls the football back out of his belly and then runs forward. Does get positive yardage.
That was a good RPO read by Brett Knapp there. I think if he hands the ball to Jeremiah, he's getting tackled behind the line. Good job by Brett at keeping this offense together, keeping it moving.
Possible moment, he pulled the football out of his belly.
He's really good at that.
It's third down and 7. Football on the 12.
The decision after this, depending on what this play is, do you kick the field goal? It does get you down to 2 scores.
4:29 remaining. Third quarter, it's 33-14. Eastern needs points on this drive. Knapp fires. He's got an open receiver in the end zone, and he misses him. It falls incomplete. Johnson again was the intended receiver. Thought he had it for a moment, but it goes incomplete. It'll bring up fourth down. John Nolick's going to come in, coach. He wants points.
You got to catch that.
Yeah, he needs to come up with that catch. That was another good ball by Brett. But, you know, I'm glad Bernie knows the math better than me. But you're right. You need to get the 3 points here to get a 2-score game, right?
It's not useless to get the 3.
Right.
Knapp, the quarterback. He's the holder for Nolick.
We do run a pretty sweet fake, too. But
we've seen the fake once this year. The snap is to Knapp.
Into the wind.
The kick is up.
Good.
And the kick is good. So John Nolick comes out and converts. And Eastern puts 3 up on the board. 4 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. FDU 33. Eastern 17. Back in a moment on the JAKIB Sports Network.
It's fall, which means you're probably hearing a lot of
pumpkin spice lattes are everything.
I just love sweater weather.
Football's back, baby.
Oh, check out the gorgeous colors on that tree.
I'm loving my MBA program at Eastern University.
That's right. Fall means back to school, and it's not too late. You can jump into Eastern University's MBA program every 7 weeks. Earn your degree fully online and finish in just 1 year. Apply today in as little as 15 minutes at eastern.edu/MBA.
You're listening to Eastern University Football, live across the JAKIB Sports Network. Let's get back to the broadcast with Warren Schmidt, Bernie Nowatarski, and Joe Krause. Let's go Eastern. Let's go EAGLES.
And we're back here live across the JAKIB Sports Network. 4 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in what is the third quarter.
Oh, wait a second.
Play. Did he just knock
Yes,
that out
he
of bounds?
did.
Yes, he did. And that's where they'll take possession of the football.
I don't think that was going out of bounds. It was going to go in the end zone. I'm not sure what he was thinking.
I think he thought it was a punt. You know, you need to know that's constant of coaching. You got to know that back there. If you hit it out of bounds, that's where the ball is.
That's a mental mistake.
Yeah.
So 33-17 with 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. A time again in the game for the defense to show up and shine right now.
Hey, you know what? When the officials make a good call, he threw his beanie right away.
Yes, he did. He saw him hit it.
Yeah, that's it's sometimes these officials don't see those things, and it just drives us crazy. But good job by the officials.
I know my question to the kid would be, what WTF are you doing?
Right.
So first down and 10 for the offense. Back on the 6-yard line.
There we go.
Good job, Maurice McRae.
Edwards on the carry.
How did he dive out to the 5?
That's what you want to see. Maurice McRae from that defensive tackle position. Big body, good hands, high motor. That's what you need. Great job. First down there.
Second down, 350.
Martin Campbell in there as well. Salif Nakima. The 3 defensive linemen. Then, the linebackers, McGowan, Bateman, Campbell.
You have to cover these under routes.
Jones.
Thomas, the quarterback, in, out of the gun, standing right on his goal line. Edwards will line up to his right. Thomas dropping back. Pass fires, pass complete. Good short pitch and catch execution for the Devils. Short of the line to gain. Well short of the line, but some breathing room off that goal line. Bring up a third down.
Good play there by Drew Beckford coming up from a safety position. This is one of those, Coach, this is one of those big plays in the game. Third down.
He really stands in there, though.
They need it. I think, like we talk about on offense, bring pressure here.
They have to. They're going to run
pressure here.
They're going to run the under route. So man up.
Third down and 5. Big third down.
They're bringing pressure.
He sees it.
Pass over the middle.
There we go.
Incomplete.
Good coverage there by Eric Wilson. Great pressure there by Andrew Campbell coming off the edge here.
Was looking for the big tight end, Galarza, and that falls incomplete. So fourth down. The defense holds.
We have a game, boys. This is game on right now.
4th and 5 from the 11. Do you go get the football?
Well, they have struggled with this punting team. They've been low snaps. We've gotten pressure on it, but a low snap, kid going to his knee again would be wonderful.
Elijah Knowles standing back at midfield. Snap is clean. Kick is up. Knowles is going to field it at the 45, and he's going to run with it. He's at the 40.
There we go.
He's got a block. He's at the 35. He spins down at the 30-yard line. Good field position. Elijah Knowles on the way. Knocked out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
And what do we not see on the field, Coach?
No flags.
No flags. That is great job, Elijah Knowles, but even better of him getting to the wall. The wall is when guys peel back and block. Great blocking on the punt return team. Good pressure on the punter. Wow. Check all the 3 boxes on special teams on that play.
Jordan Chapman, number 17, is who threw the block to get him the extra yardage, and he also then turned around and tried to find somebody else to block.
So 1st and 10 for Nab and the offense. They take over on the 31-yard line of the Devils. A score here would be great for this offense. A brilliant straight up, nothing there at all. Good play for the Devils defense. Jeremiah couldn't get started.
I would love to see some type of jet sweep, something to get these guys at.
Yeah, we haven't
outside.
We haven't run the jet sweep all day.
Get one of those little bubble curls in to Justin Nicolopoulos. Let him get those yak yards. Get the ball downfield to Eddie Swinton. Obviously, Jeremiah Brilliant has been running really well.
Well, the running play we just ran, the other ones are more off tackle. That one was up the gut, and there was nothing there.
So Aurelian loses a yard. 48 is Braden Curry. He's in. Second down and 11. 1:55 remaining. Fake to Jeremiah. That's Nicolopoulos has got it. He's inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. It'll be a short pitch and catch. It is complete. It'll bring up third down.
It's a long pass for 2 yards.
Yeah, it sure is.
And if you throw that inside, the defender's running the other way with it.
Coach, 3-down territory or 4-down territory right now?
Into the wind, I think. Where'd we kick the last one from?
I think he can make it, but don't. I mean, it's a tough call, and that's why Coach Crocker's the head coach. But
let's see what this play does. I mean, we're down 2 scores and 2 2-point conversions.
1:15 on the clock, third quarter. Third down and 8. Now,
good pickup on the
pressure. He escapes the pressure, rolling, and then he fires, and his pass is complete.
I don't know if he got enough, but a good comeback.
He came back. See where they mark it.
A yard short.
Great
Maybe
play.
A yard short of the line to gain.
Half a yard.
And we sometimes get on the receivers for not running the right route of getting deep enough. But on that one, he had to come back to help out Brett. Yep. That's a great play there by Eddie Swinton. Great job by Brett Knapp making this a fourth down and one.
Really hard.
Really good play.
Really hard throw to come to your left and make that throw.
That's the toughest play of a quarterback.
Football on the 22. 50 seconds remaining.
I don't know if we've gone on 2 at all today, but right now is when I'd go on 2.
Third quarter.
There we go.
You did it.
Unless we picked a hand up.
Let's wait and see what the flag comes in. Defense is pointing at Eastern. Oh, no. It is a 5-yard penalty against the Eagles.
I hope they weren't talked into that penalty. I didn't see anything, but maybe someone picked their hand up.
It had to be the guard.
And now John Nolick's going to come out. Coach is going to opt to try and get the points.
This could be
a fake. This could be a fake.
4th and 6, football now in the 28. Remember, Nab, the quarterback, is the holder.
Need 44 to get out and hook that corner.
Let's see what they do. Snap the Nab down. It is a fake. He keeps the football, and he rumbles forward. Did he get it? Depends on the spot. The Nab is close. And they're saying first down. Eastern is saying first down. The Devils are saying no. It depends the snap. Brett Knapp took it.
I'm hoping they at least measure this.
It looks like he spun, and when he spun, he got enough.
They never measure.
Let's go, boys. Measure this. He didn't measure. This is up.
And they're saying he is short of the line to gain.
He's looking 65 yards over to say if it's a first down or not. They're off our Christmas list again. Coach.
Oh, my.
That's just laziness by this officiating crew.
They
Terrible
spot it
too.
down at the 22-yard line where it'll be first down and 10 for the Devils. They'll end the third quarter in possession of the football. Edwards on the carry. And that'll bring the third quarter to a close. Exciting third quarter it was. Eastern ends up with only one score, a field goal. So 33-17 with 3 quarters in the books on a 4th and short. Coach Crocker not happy about it at all. Didn't like the spot.
It was a terrible
and
spot.
They turn it over on down. So now the defense is going to be asked to come up with it again. We'll keep it here. You're listening to Eastern Eagles football, Eastern University Eagles football on the JAKIB Sports Network. 15 minutes to play. It's 33 for the Devils, 17 for Eastern.
2 things on that. One is it was a bad spot. But the other thing is on a big play in a game like that, you got to measure it. They took 20 minutes to do a replay. So why can't they measure that? That's just a shame on that.
You should be able to demand it.
Is that a
It used to be.
Is the spot reviewable or no?
I think the spot might be reviewable.
It might be, but again,
he lost his challenge.
Unless you have 3 or 4 cameras that really
not
get
really-
angles
yeah.
from everywhere.
Well, the fourth quarter is going to get underway here.
And
in Madison.
Eastern has won this quarter.
Yeah, in the scheme of things, we won the third quarter.
Yeah.
Well, we're 2 scores down. It's 33-17. There's 15 minutes up on the clock. The Devils will have a 2nd down and 8 from the 24-yard line. Thomas, their quarterback. He's impressive. On a 2nd down, Thomas fires, pass complete, good for the 1st down and more. Far side of the field, out to the 35-yard line.
Too much cushion.
Lowry brings it in, 1st down and 10.
Yeah, it's a myriad of things. It's too much cushion, but these guys are, as Coach Crocker has told us, these receivers are really good. So you got to respect the deep ball, and you want to try to keep it underneath, but you need a little tighter coverage.
1st and 10 from the 35. Keep your eye on Logan McGowan. Looks like he was limping a little bit on that last play.
Blow the whistle.
Straight up the gut, no gain. Will bring it 2nd down.
Again, Gashawn Moody standing that running back up.
It's amazing that he
as
comes
well as
up and
Ronald
makes first
Jones.
contact.
From the safety position. Drew Beckford was in there. Ronald Jones. Chris Forte.
He's 2nd and 9. Spotted at 36-yard line. 14 minutes remaining, 4th quarter. It's 33-17. A lot of time left. Thomas takes the snap. See if they get some pressure on him. They do. He's under pressure. Got him behind the line.
Salif Nakima. Great job, number 0. Usually don't see a number 0 for a defensive tackle.
Boy,
but
what,
I'll
a
tell
great
you what,
time to, what a great time to get to Thomas.
That's exactly, and that's what they needed. And they interchange these defensive linemen, so they try to keep them fresh, and that's what you need. Great play there by Salif Nakima. He's also been playing the run really well. Great job.
I think the mistake on FDU in that play is they ran too deep of patterns for too much time for it, and we actually got some good pressure.
So now we have FDU behind the sticks. They need to take advantage of this.
So 3rd and 16, football on the 29. Thomas. Gun, fires, pass complete, short of the line to gain. To the 44-yard line.
Good clean tackle there by Eric Wilson.
Lowry on the reception.
This guy's spot is not right here. No.
There you go.
we
Yeah,
go.
keep moving back.
Well, get the right spot, and he got it. Correct it. But in the meantime, Lowry on the reception is down.
Now there's flags down. I think we're going to get a hold or another pick.
Great catch by that receiver. He knew
number 8, number 8, Aiden Cloud has been money all afternoon.
Yeah,
took a hard shot after he caught the football.
Yeah, that was a great catch by the receiver. He knew he was going to take a lick. He did take a good clean hit.
About any time you're in that center area between the hashes, you're probably going to get lit up.
I think that's one of those things where they lift your belt up.
Yeah.
It's the old got the wind knocked out of you. Good play by number 80. Good, glad he's running off.
Let's see what the penalty is.
He's got to come out though. He can't stay in. I just heard from the FDU guys up here is an illegal shift. So now it's going to be do our math, coach.
And
3rd and a lot.
3rd and 100.
So again, I don't know. Do you think FDU would have gone for it there, coach? With 4th and short there?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So
now there's trouble getting the play in for the Devils, and now they need to take a timeout. 12 minutes, 39 seconds remaining. So when they finally sort everything out, it's still 3rd down and 21. The clock went from 13:03 down to 12:39. Then the Devils had to call a timeout because they couldn't get the play in. And it's 3rd and 21, and they're on the 24-yard line, their own 24. It's 33-17. A stop needed by the defense.
And let's hope that's a meaningful timeout at the end of the game. You don't want to blow your timeout like that with 12:39 to go and just a long delay with a player down and then getting the play in and then not realizing that there was a penalty on the play too.
And we do have the wind the 4th quarter. I mean, it's still windy out there. That flag is literally straight up and down, going left to right.
And Coach, you said this before. Eastern has won that third quarter.
Yeah, we said at the start of the third. I mean, this isn't impossible to come back from. It's a hole, but it's not unattainable.
12:39 up on the clock. It's 33-17, the Devils on a big 3rd and 21 from their own 24. Let's see what Thomas will do. Thomas in, out of the gun. Stops, backfired. They set up a screen. Eastern's on it and well short. They get out to about the 27, 28-yard line. Well short. It'll bring up a 4th down. They're going to punt the football. Eastern's going to get the football back.
Nardo Murphy in there, Ronald Jones, Jason Bateman. We're saying these guys all the time, but it's just great to see how this defense is flying to the ball. These kids are I love watching this defense play. These kids just play really well.
And I'm not confident in FDU's punting.
Elijah Knowles back deep for Eastern. Newhouse will get the kickoff. Knowles will come up.
Get away.
He moves away from the football. It bounces at the 47, and it rolls. It's going to come to a stop on the 45-yard line of Eastern, and that's where the offense will take over. 1st down and 10, 11 minutes, 53 seconds remaining. You're listening to Eastern University football on the JAKIB Sports Network. Back in 30.
It's fall, which means you're probably hearing a lot of
Pumpkin spice lattes are everything.
I just love sweater weather.
Football's back, baby.
Oh, check out the gorgeous colors on that tree.
I'm loving my MBA program at Eastern University.
That's right. Fall means back to school, and it's not too late. You can jump into Eastern University's MBA program every 7 weeks. Earn your degree fully online and finish in just 1 year. Apply today in as little as 15 minutes at eastern.edu/MBA.
Good play.
And back here in Madison, New Jersey, first play off of the 1st and 10 carry is Jeremiah Vrillian, and he bangs forward for a good hard 9, just short of the line to gain. It'll be 2nd down. Thought he had the 1st down. He spotted him just a hair behind the line. 2nd down and 1. 45-yard line. They give it back to Jeremiah. Bangs forward this time. He gets the 1st down. They move the sticks. 11 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. It'll be a 1st down and 10 for Eastern. They trail 33-17. It's a 2-score game.
The line judge on this side is awful at spotting the ball.
Well, getting back to Eastern, Eastern won that quarter going against the win. They have the win in this 4th quarter. 2 scores is not out of the realm of possibilities for this team.
Especially if one comes in the next 2 minutes.
All right, let's see what Nab will do. He's on his own 49-yard line. Takes the football to Jeremiah, keeps the football. He's at the 40. Nab rumbling down to the 35-yard line. Brett Nab, the quarterback, gets to the 35-yard line. He is a yard short of the 1st down marker. It'll bring up a 2nd down.
I'll tell you, the compete level of Nab in this offense and the offensive line now blocking really well is off the charts.
Offense right back up to snap the football. 2nd and a yard. Football on the 35. Nab's going to keep the football. He's going to get the 1st down and more. He's going to get down to the 30-yard line. Good for the 1st down as we approach the 10-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. Nab right back up. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
The late hit.
And, Coach, playing in front of the sticks just changes everything, doesn't it, for an offense?
It sure does.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. 9 minutes, 55 seconds remaining. Eagles on the move. On the 30 of the Devils. Nab standing in out of the gun. He's at the 35. Franks in motion. Snap to Nab. Looking pass, fires pass is complete. That's Eddie Swinton. Big play. Eddie Swinton has the 1st down and a lot more as he gets down close to the 50s inside the 15-yard line. 1st down.
Well, Brett Nab and Eddie Swinton were on the same page on that route. That was a great route by Eddie Swinton. Great ball there by Brett Nab. Huge play there for this offense to get a good – we call about it all the time, Coach, right? The chunk yards.
Yep. 1st and 10 for the offense from the 13. Nab rolling, looking into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Does he got his man? He does. Pass is complete. Nasik Smith into the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern. Touchdown, Eastern University. Touchdown, EAGLES, Eagles.
Touchdown to Zeke Smith. Great route. Touchdown, Brett Knapp. Way to get outside the pocket. Find your receiver. Great ball. And touchdown offensive line doing their job. Great job by the offense. Responding, getting a big touchdown.
Perfect time to roll out to his right so that he has his right hand free.
They need to get 2 here. Snap to Knapp. Throwing it in the back corner of the end zone.
Throw the flag.
Did they get a flag down? They do not, as the pass was intended for Swinton.
Never turned his head.
Hits the DB in the back, so the 2-point conversion is negated. It'll stay 33-23. 10-point game, 9-10 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Just exactly what we were talking about at halftime. How's this team going to come out and compete in the second half? So far, off the charts. Defense playing really well. No points by FDU-Florham, and the offense is moving the ball. Jeremiah Vrillian is getting his groove on with running the ball. The offensive line is obviously making the holes for him. Brett Knapp's making the right decisions. The Zeke Smith, Eddie Swinton making big catches. Just great to see how this team has come out in the second half.
Well, Nolik will come in. He'll tee it up at his 35-yard line.
Too early for onside.
9-10 remaining, down by 10.
Although
33-23.
I would like it over here.
Nolik's kick. High, big kick. Terry will come down with it. 3-yard line. That's Terry on the return. Terry's got some room, but it closes quickly, and he runs out to the 23-yard line where the offense will come out. They'll start first down and 10 for the Devils. 9:05 remaining. 3 and out is what we need, just because you want to get that football back in possession of the football with somewhere between 6 and 7 minutes.
Absolutely.
You've got all 3 of your timeouts, and you've got the 2-minute warning. So you potentially have 4 timeouts left.
Great play on the kickoff team by Curtis Johnson, the running back, coming down and making a big stick on that returner. These guys are getting the extra time on the clock, and Eastern didn't after possession. But
so first and 10, when they snap the football, the Devils start on their own 23-yard line. Thomas, the senior quarterback, been strong all afternoon. Snap high. Thomas holds, gives to Edwards straight up. Defense collapses on the running back. Edwards, he does get positive yardage. Not much.
Martin Campbell, Salif Nakima.
Maybe a yard. 2 if he's lucky. Call it second down. Under 9, 8:45 clock on the move.
Isaiah Akers, too. Get out of Upper Dublin. First time I've seen him out there. Good job coming in and making a play.
Second down, 8. Thomas. Now he rolls, buys times, pass, fires.
No,
Did it hit the ground?
No.
They're saying complete. They are saying incomplete. The third down, the incomplete pass will stop the clock.
Yeah, and that does 2 things, just as Krause said. Stops the clock. Big third down here.
Godfrey, number 11, was the intended receiver. So it's 3rd and 8.
He likes his underneath receivers or back shoulder.
Who's going to make a play on this defense?
What are you doing, Coach? You blitzing here?
Yeah.
3rd and 8, football on the 25, 8 minutes, 28 seconds remaining. Perhaps the biggest play of the day right now. We'll see what the defense can do. Lowry goes in motion, number 8. He's one of his favorite targets. Is there pressure? There's pressure. Passes. It's almost intercepted. What a great play by Eric Wilson, who had it. If he had it, he was on his way to the end zone. It'll bring up a 4th down.
Really nice break on the ball.
That's right, Coach. That is how you teach a defensive back to break on the ball. Great job there, Eric Wilson. Great job by the defense, forcing a 3 and out there.
Elijah Knowles back to receive the punt. He's on his own 41-yard line. Do they get it off? They do.
How?
Knowles comes up, takes a fair catch at the 47-yard line of the Devils.
And luckily they didn't hit him.
And
I don't know how that kid's the Houdini of punters. That's 2 punts that I don't know how he got him off.
and they get the 3-and-out stop, Coach. So 33-23. We'll keep it here. 8 minutes, 18 seconds remaining. A lot of time. And the offense starts this possession on the Devils' side of the midfield. They're at the 47.
They're playing on an arena field now.
1st and 10. Football on the 47. Nab. Pass, fires, pass complete. That's Nicolopoulos has it. Or no, that's not Nicolopoulos. That's Rivera, number 25. Rivera, good hands from Chris Rivera. Gets up and gets it. It'll bring up a 2nd down. They mark them down at the 42-yard line.
That's what you call making a play for your quarterback.
Yeah, yep. Chris Rivera, good hands there.
Really good hands. Good job by Nat putting in a spot that only his receiver is going to catch it.
2nd down and 5. Football at the 42 now. Offense on the move. Naked backfield. Blitz. Nab steps up.
He got him wide open.
Receiver. He's got his back. Jeremiah brilliant. And he walks into the end zone. It is a touchdown Eastern University. Touchdown EAGLES Eagles.
Great job, Brett Knapp. Great job by the offensive line, allowing him to go through the progressions, right, Coach? He went through every progression, and guess who is wide open on that? Almost too open. Great job by Jeremiah Brilliant. Looking the ball in, doing your job, catch the ball first, and then run in for a touchdown.
Nolik will come in for the extra point. It's 33-29. Nab is holding Nolik down. Snap the Nab, kick, down, kick, up from Nolik, and the kick is good, and Nolik is automatic again. So with 7 minutes and 38 seconds, we'll keep it here just so we can set the table. It's 33-30, Coach. When they took over possession of that football, it was 8 and change. So it was a quick touchdown score that they needed. There is a lot of time left in this football game.
I don't know if this is accurate, but Eastern is playing to win, and FDU is playing not to lose. They've almost gone too vanilla too soon.
Well, we're on the FDU side, and the parents are getting a little chippier. They're starting to yell a little bit more. They're definitely know they're in a game. But hats off to Eastern coming out the second half and competing, and really doing a great job.
33-14.
33-14. They win this. Let's win this half and win the game.
It's 33-30 with 7 minutes and 38 seconds. You're listening to Eastern University football across the JAKIB Sports Network. We've been with you all season. What a great year it has been to bring you all of the action, and we thank everybody for being with us. Don't forget, coming up on Thursday, the Coaches Show with head coach Billy Crocker on the JAKIB Sports Network. Nolan will kick off from his 35. Now Nolik squibs the football. It's loose. It bounces down inside the 5-yard line. There's pressure, and they pin him down inside the 10. Great kick from John Nolik, and then it was not handled by the Devils. They do recover the football, but they'll start down there 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
And, in this young team's existence being 2 years, we're kind of used to the emotion going out of the Eastern side and the other side. Wow, the emotion is going. Look at the Eastern sidelines.
The air out here is
the air in front of us is dead. But look at that Eastern sidelines. Look at the Eastern parents. Just great to see these kids competing.
That's what you call an old-fashioned watermelon kick. It rolled the oval way.
So 7 minutes, 33 seconds. The senior's in there, Thomas. He does not rattle very easily. Let's see what he does. They give the football. That's Edwards. He's on the carry. They come up and get him. And now the defense is swarming on defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white jerseys around the running back. Loses yardage as he's knocked down at the 6-yard line.
Salif Nakeem in there, and then obviously Gashawn Moody coming in. Isaiah Akers. I got give a little credit being a Cheltenham guy. He's an Upper Dublin kid. We haven't called his number much, but I'll tell you, he coming in and filling there. Great job by the defense.
2nd and 12, loss of 2. Football back to the 6. Thomas, see what he calls. 6:54 remaining. He's going to throw. He's under pressure. He fires to his man, intended receiver. They're saying yes or they're saying no. They're saying yes, he got it.
Not a first down.
He's short of the gain. That's number 88 in Clowry. Makes the catch.
It was good coverage, and again, it's a comeback.
Yeah, that's just, 5th-year senior knowing where his receiver is going to be, making a big, tough catch. Logan McGowan thought he hit the ground, but it doesn't matter what he says.
3rd down and 2.
Good job by the defense not jumping off sides there.
6:15 remaining.
Can they move?
Thomas. We'll see what he calls.
They were in the set position.
Man in motion. Thomas fires. There's Lowry again. He's got him.
Get it.
And it's loose. And it's still on the ground. It's recovered by Eastern. Is he down?
This guy's going to screw it.
Or is he going to say incomplete pass?
Challenge.
We're calling him down at the 30-yard line. Does the receiver have to make contact with the ground? The answer would be yes on that. If he's on top of the player.
We don't have a challenge. Pull the flag out. No time like now.
Oh, we should have a challenge. We got a challenge, one challenge in each half.
What are these
officials
guys saying?
move the sticks already and say 1st and 10, football from the 30. Coach Crocker going to challenge that play or not?
They must have
looked that way.
They must have given him enough information not to challenge it.
I don't think there's a challenge. The clock is down to 5:32. What should it be?
They got it.
Yeah, there we got it. 5:52. Well done. Nice job. So it'll be a 1st and 10 from the 30. Thomas stands on his own 25. Fakes to Edwards. Pass complete again out to the 35-yard line.
Good coverage there by TJ Alston.
On the end of that pitch and catch. It's 2nd down. Clock still on the move.
It's a risky offense they're running at this point because incompletions are going to stop the clock. And they've showed at this point they don't have an answer for our offense this half.
Right, especially with that running back, number 8. I mean, he's a load. I'm just surprised they're just not hitting him the ball.
2nd down. 5 to go. Football on the 35-yard line. Pass again. Pass complete. Or incomplete, rather. 80 was Clowry again.
Good coverage, TJ Alston. Eric Wilson back there in coverage. That would have to have been a perfect throw.
It'll bring up a 3rd down. 5:05 remaining. The Devils holding on to a 33-30 lead. 5 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. We thank everyone for staying with us. Perhaps the best 5 minutes in the history of Eastern University football. About to happen right now.
This is one of the biggest plays about to happen.
Thomas out of the gun on his own 30. Low snap, handles it. Thomas, pass, fires, and the pass is complete. Good for a 1st down. Guess who that was? Aiden Clowry, number 80, and it's good for a Devils 1st down.
Yeah, Eastern did everything right. The problem was FDU-Florham did everything a little bit better. So
clock shouldn't have started yet. The sticks were just set.
Right.
The homer.
Yeah, it was a good defense. Just sometimes, Coach and I talk about it all the time. You tip your hat to the other team. They just made a play there.
1st and 10 now out at the 44. Clock now becomes the enemy for the Eagles. Edwards straight up the gut. Not much there. At what point, Coach, do you start calling timeouts here?
I don't think you need it yet.
Not yet. Okay. 4:19. Edwards, the big back. Doesn't get any yardage, so 2nd and 10.
Martin Campbell and Maurice McCray from those inside positions are playing really well, along with Salif Nakima. Just really, I mean, there are 3 guys on these 5 offensive linemen. Obviously, they bring a linebacker in and move them around, but those 3 guys, and I know they're bringing in Jalen Allen and Jeremy Brooks and Evan Harris, but they're playing really well.
Here we go. 2nd and 10. Football on the 49 or 44. Clock under 4. Thomas under pressure. Now he rolls. They get him behind the line.
There's no way he's outrunning Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman with a great play.
And Martin Campbell started all. He flushed the quarterback out, but Jason Bateman, he's really developing into a really, really good linebacker. He's making a ton of plays. Big play there for this defense.
So 3rd and 13 as Thomas is brought down at the 41-yard line. We're approaching 3 minutes to play in this football game.
I think you got to play tighter man.
3rd and 13.
Some sort of comeback.
See what Thomas will do. He's got 3 receivers over to the wide side of
Tight
the
end
field.
underneath.
Pressure, pass, complete short
No.
of the line. Lowry's got it. He's a yard short of the line to gain. He's down to what is the 47-yard line. Needed to get to the 46 of Eastern.
They're going to go for it.
It'll be 4th and a yard.
Now, if he gets this, then you got to start thinking of using your timeouts because
Right.
the 2-minute warning's coming. We took one now.
Yeah,
good,
had to.
Good timeout.
Take
there.
one now. You get one in 25 seconds automatically.
That was a good timeout. Plus, let's talk about this play. It's a big play. Obviously Corey Davis dialing something up, stopped this 4th and 1. But I think that's a great timeout. Let your defense get some water. This is the play of the game right now.
I think they're originally going to try and get us to jump.
So it'll be 4th and 1. There's 2 minutes, 25 seconds remaining. That's the first timeout taken by Eastern here in the second half. So they have 2 timeouts remaining, plus the clock will stop at the 2-minute mark.
FDU has 2 as well.
But they need a stop here.
Yep.
They need a stop.
Plus, it does 2 things. If they get a stop here, they have good field position. I mean, they're on the 45-yard line. They have 55 yards going for a touchdown.
That's what I'm saying. They may try and draw us offside, and if we don't do it, then bring the punt team in.
I think that's what you do, Coach.
And if they jump off sides and it goes back to 4th and 6, then they're punting.
Remember, John Nolik has had a big leg that's gotten stronger and stronger all season long. So if they're able to get a possession of the football and they're down by 3, and you have to do it, you'll have to do it.
And a big wind.
I put with the wind.
Yes, sir.
With the
Coach.
wind, I'll put all my chips on John Nolik to make that kick. Absolutely. Great point, Coach or Krause.
So 4th down. Thomas will be in the gun. Edwards will be to his right. Now he goes in motion. Naked backfield for Thomas, standing on his own 48.
Yeah, they're trying to draw him off sides.
Going to try and draw him off.
Why can he stand up?
He moved. That's offsides. Sorry to our people listening. We get a little excited too.
Well, what happened. A false start against the offense, and now the punt team's going to come out. So
Great
instead
job.
of 4th and 1, it's 4th and 6.
We get
Warren forgot he was up in the box. Warren thought he was out in the bleachers.
I thought I was next door in the coach's box because they all went crazy. So
4th and 6. Now the football back to the 48.
We've got to get something off of this. Low snap.
Elijah Knowles back deep for the Eagles. No pressure this time.
Into the wind.
High kick.
Coming
will
back our
bounce
way.
at the 32 and bounce to the 33, and it stopped right there by the Devils. So the offense will get the opportunity that they were hoping for with 2 minutes and 18 seconds remaining. Don't go anywhere. It'll be a 1st down and 10 for Eastern. You're listening to Eastern University football. Don't forget Thursday, the Coaches Show with head coach Billy Crocker. And there is a flag down on that play.
I'm assuming it'll be on us.
It is, and you assume correctly. It is against Eastern on the return.
I'm hoping that was a blatant hold, because if that wasn't a blatant hold and that guy called it, that's a terrible call. But hey, how about today? How about this Eastern University football team just fighting and clawing them way back? Like to have the ball on a last potential possession to win a game up at FDU-Florham. Just wow. It's just great to see, these kids growing up right in front of our eyes. They didn't give up at all. Came out this second half, and they've been a completely different team.
Well, let's see what the offense can do. They'll start first down and 10 back at their own 23-yard line. Plenty of time for Nab and the offense.
You've got 2 minutes to just run a normal offense here. You don't got to do it all in one play and right now.
Nab has Jeremiah to his left. Nab's
Although-
going for it. He is going for it, Ola. And he's got his man. He's got Eddie Swin. 50, 10. He's going to go. Yes, he is. Oh, my. Eddie Swin from Nab.
Wow.
It is a touchdown. 67 yards. How about that?
Wow.
Touchdown Eastern. Touchdown Eastern University. Touchdown EAGLES. He's got it. Touchdown.
Wow. Disregard what Coach Bernie
Heck
said.
with that going with it.
Don't go for it all in one
You
play.
absolutely go for it every time for the first play.
Oh,
Wow.
my. Now the Swinton, big play. Eddie Swinton goes the distance. Touchdown, 77 yards all the way in. And now Nolik in for the extra point.
It's a big one.
Kick is good.
That's a big one.
And John Nolik gets it. So it's 37 for Eastern, 33 for FDU. We'll keep it here. Wow.
Hey, when have we had a double Joe Krause? Oh, my. That was our first one at Eastern University football, and that's deservedly so. Wow. What a play. What a play call by Nate Hinkle. Hey, we call him Big Play Swinton for a reason. Let Brett Nab get the ball. Go through your quick read. He totally outran the
He had time
coverage.
to throw. He threw a perfect ball, perfect catch, and it was a foot race from there.
Do you remember how much time was on the clock when they snapped?
I think it was 2:18.
All right, so it's 2:08, and the Devils are going to get the football. They've got a great quarterback. They've got a great 1-2
This game
punch.
is not over.
This game's not over, not by the longest shot.
Your defense needs to still do their job.
Do not change the channel, folks.
37-33, 2:08. When John Nolik tees it up, he'll kick off from the 35. Here comes Nolik. The kick is high. This time Nolik's kick is going to sail into the end zone and go out of the back of the end zone. And the Devils will come out. They'll start first down on their own 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in the football game. Eastern coach, 2 timeouts plus the stop at 2.
Now those extra points that were missed by FDU, extra point made by us, is forcing them to have to score a touchdown. Field goal does nothing for them.
As well as them having to burn that timeout. They don't have 3 timeouts.
Yep.
They have 2 timeouts. Now they'll have a timeout with a 2-minute warning. So it kind of works to their favor, but let's go.
You got to play defense here. This is what you want to play for.
Well, remember this. Ryan Thomas is your quarterback. He stands in the gun. He's at the 25-yard line. Kid is cool as a cucumber. First down and 10 from the 25. Snap is to Thomas.
They're going for it.
They're taking a shot down the field as well. And that pass is picked off. Jamari James had it. He's at the 45. He's at the 40. He's crossing the field. 35-30. Oh, no. Is he going to get there? He is not. He's knocked out of bounds. Jamari James
get away.
With a big interception as the Devils go for it. And Jamari James gets it. And Eastern has possession of the football. Oh, my.
Great coverage there by Jamari James. Great job by the defense. Jamari James looks towards the quarterback. He throws it up. He's doing a 50-50 ball. Jamari comes down with it. And, wow, what a return there by Jamari James.
Oy.
So first down and 10 for Eastern now with the football on the 20. They're up 37-33.
No
Coach.
mistakes here. I mean, you don't still run your offense, but no mistakes. I mean, we've got Verilion can get loose. Brett's really good on the keepers.
So the one good thing is that takes it down. So the 2-minute warning is right now at 1:53. FDU can stop the clock 2 more times. So Eastern, theoretically, obviously, if they get a first down here, the game's over. But they still need to, if they go for a field goal here, they need to have this clock down as low as obviously possible because FDU is going to call those 2 timeouts, but that's all they have.
I know we said it. I'm not even going to say it.
Yeah, no announcer jinx.
I got to let it go.
So first down and 10 for Nab and the offense. They clawed their way all the way back here in the second half.
This sideline over here is dead silent.
It is.
I've never seen a sideline quieter.
All right, here we go. Nab in out of the gun. Jeremiah Vrillian will line up to his left. Low snap. They give it to Jeremiah Vrillian. Get it in his hands. He bangs forward, crosses over, maybe gets two on the carry.
They have one left.
The Devils will take a timeout. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 145. Get ready to bring in one of the coaches. If they win, they might pop right through that door, Warren.
They may break through that door, that's for sure. But I hope they get to go down and celebrate with their team, and then when they're getting their equipment, come up, because I would love to talk to all those guys. The coaching staff, we'll talk about it later on, but all the young coaches that Coach Billy Crocker have been doing an unbelievable job with these kids. They got the total buy-in. You see in the second half, they could have just folded and said, hey, let's just worry about our all-season program. This team did not. I just love to see it. 2nd down and 8, football on the 18-yard line.
They're putting 2 seconds back on the board.
So there's 147. Is that with the adjustment?
Yes.
Yes, it is. So 147 remaining. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
If you get one-on-one coverage over here, you could throw it, but
Nab has a Vrillian to his left. Franks is in. Nab's going to keep it. Nab tries to bounce to the outside. He does. He stays on his feet. He almost breaks free. Does he get the first down?
Yes, he did.
He does. First down. Brett Nab breaks the tackle and picks up the first down and gets down inside the 10-yard line. How about that? Quarterback Brett Nab gets it. They're down inside the 10, and the Devils are going to have to take a timeout.
Yep, they took it already.
Great decision there by Brett Nab. I love the play call by Nate Hinkle. I know Colin Scott's involved. Colin Scott actually was a coach here. I think he's a strength coach at FDU, so he knows a lot of these seniors. And I'll tell you, his offensive line has been playing really well today. Huge first down there for Brett Nab. Made a great decision. I just love how Brett's been playing the second half, the whole team.
The FDU fans have said that's it. They're leaving.
So it's 1st and goal from the 9 with 140 remaining.
Wow.
Eastern has possession of the football.
They can't stop the clock now.
I am getting ready, Warren, just in case we can get one of the coaches to come inside the box. We'll be ready for him. After 40 years of doing it, I can react and do this stuff in real time.
I just love how these young coaches up here, calling the game and sticking with the plan, sticking with their game plan. And to see it working, Coach, in the second half is just really cool to see.
All right, here we go. 1st and 9, 1st and goal, 140. Snap to Nab. That's Jeremiah Vrillian. Both hands on the football, straight ahead. Clock continues to move. It's 37-33 Eastern.
Let's go, Albright.
A big win, a win today will get Eastern to 5-5 and keep them alive for the Centennial Bowl.
And they go to 5-4 in the MAC.
Yeah,
which drops
5-4 in the MAC.
I mean, this is a signature one. One.
This is a huge signature win on the road. On the road to beat a really good MAC program. If they're able to do this.
Be under a minute when they snap.
They're in victory formation.
2nd and goal. Snap is to Nab. He's going to kneel.
We need to tell Brett to move up. He just lost 4 yards there.
One more time. This one's going to end.
Well,
and Eastern is going to win this football game.
What an unbelievable second half.
It's not the fans that are in the building, Bern. It's the entire Eastern community across that stretches from the main line to Center City down to Florida and out the West Coast out to California.
What a comeback.
It is a great win for Eastern University today. The final snap to Brett Nab is good, and that's going to do it. Brett Nab and the Eastern Eagles come all the way back, and they're going to win this football game. And just like that, it's a final score, 37 for Eastern, 33 for FDU. What a win in one of the most bizarre scenarios that we would have expected. There we go. We're not going to get them on the headset, but a celebration from the coaches. Coach, what a way to finish it up.
What do you think the FDU coach said at halftime? 33-14. Let's go out and run our offense, defense. Let's get it, and let it get done. Completely different second half for us. I mean, defense, offense, special teams, everything was on point. They never lost sight of it, and obviously the biggest comeback win for them in their history.
Oh,
and to go to 5-5, 5-4 in the MAC. Who knows with these other scores? Maybe we have a chance.
As well as just on Senior Day. So these
well, let's bring
FDU
everybody.
seniors-
Let's bring everybody into the box here. I'm not even going to take the time out before we bring you in the fifth quarter here across the JAKIB Sports Network. Your final score, as everybody out there had a chance to enjoy it with us, 37 for Eastern, 33 for the Devils of FDU. They beat a good, solid, real contending football program in the MAC today, and they beat them in that second half. They hung in there, and then in the most unlikely of circumstances, Jeremiah Aurelian with that big touchdown, and that was just one of many great, great plays.
I'm speechless.
Yeah, well, and then you have Eddie Swinton, huge touchdown. Then you have Jamari James, huge interception to put this game out of reach, as well as number 5, just coming through as your quarterback. I just hats off to Brett Knapp. Just great to see how he came back at it. Not of a great first half, but great second half. And then obviously our guy Gashawn Moody, just keep laying the wood, and that defense just played
Coach,
really well.
let me ask you, and lean in so everybody can see you here. How does it work? You come out in the second half, you're down, you're working not only against a great opponent, you're working against the clock. You've got to be efficient. You've got to get scores. You've got to get a couple of breaks, but I don't necessarily know if at halftime Coach Rocker was planning for that. He sent him out to do what? Just play football.
I think we said it at halftime. Win every play. Try and win each play that we go out, offensively or defensive. We can win each play, every series. Good things are going to happen.
Yeah, they certainly did.
Yeah,
they did that.
You play every play. If you take a play off, that's when you get hurt.
Boy, I wish we had the camera ability to bring you down to the field as the Eastern team and the coaching staff is all huddled out on the field down around the 20-yard line. What a great win it was for Eastern. Again, they moved to 5-5. They're 5-4 in the MAC, so they finished 5-4 in year number 2. And in a situation today, you're playing a great team. You're playing a team that has a great quarterback, has a great running back, has great receivers, an offense that is loaded. They put 33 points up on the board, and they lose at 37-33.
He pitched a shutout in the second half.
Yeah.
And looking at this other side, I mean, I've been through it. We all have when you play. They don't know what hit them.
No.
They're stunned at this point. I mean, there is no way anyone from this sideline thought at 33-14 this is going to end up the way it is now.
It's a horrible loss for FDU. My heart goes out to these seniors.
Yeah, it's
you
tough.
never want to lose that last game. Hey, but we're here with Eastern, and these Eastern, players deserve to win this game.
Warren, I'm going to give you my car keys. I'm going home. I'm going back home to Philly on the team bus. I think that's going to be a great ride for these guys.
I'm going back, and I'm sitting next to between Logan McGowan and Brett Knapp and Gashawn Moody.
You know what? You go on the bus. I'll drive home. I'll drop your bag off.
I don't know where 5-4 in the MAC puts them, but it certainly isn't in the lower half.
Coach, you've been saying it all year. It's like, where is Eastern going to be? Are they going to be the lower half team? Are they a mid-tier team or an upper to mid team? They're now in that upper mid team, and they're going to be a team to be reckoned with. And I'm just to all the parents that are listening, be very proud of your kids. I'll tell you, they are some great kids that we've got to meet. I know we've met some parents, but I'll tell you, you just root for these kids and you root for these players, and they just did it today.
They're going to have a great bus ride home.
As I see them celebrate and now make their way off the field,
there goes the flip.
I think of Gashawn Moody. We talked about him at halftime. I don't know what's going to happen, whether or not they're going to get into the Centennial Bowl or not. If they don't, you can say this was their bowl game. Gashawn Moody is going to go out, and when we see the final stat sheet, Warren, when we do the coaches show this Thursday, It'll be great to bring his. As a matter of fact, depending on how it plays out, if they get into the bowl, no. If they don't get into the bowl, let's invite Gashawn to see if he can join us on the coaches show. We got to clear that with Coach Crocker at first, but I think it would be a great way to do the coaches show on Thursday. Byrne, I wish you were available, Coach, during the week, but
I could come down.
I'm
free at night.
We do it remote. We do it in mid-afternoon, but it all depends now because we might move to an evening one. We'll see how it all plays out. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
We're in a pretty big studio.
I teach till 3.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, but let's see what happens because we may wind up doing a full wrap-up show, but I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. I want to stay on this day.
Right, and that wrap-up show could last 2 hours just on what this team did. And talking about Gashawn Moody, his stats are always going to be off the charts on how many plays he makes. But there are so many other guys that were making plays today too. I'm just so proud of this team. They could have folded up, right, Coach? I mean, how the second half ended. They let up 2 scores right away, and you go in the halftime deflated. But they came out and they just had a great third quarter. They only were up 3 points in that third quarter. But then that fourth quarter, they did what they did in Misericordia and scored every offensive possession. It's just great to see. Coach Nate Hinkle talks about it all the time. I got all these darn playmakers. I didn't even make plays. Talking like a total coach, right?
Well,
they made plays today.
Yeah, they made them today. Again, the final score, Eastern 37, FDU, the Devils 33. They came into that second half, Coach, trailing in this football game. And as you said, you just said it in the postgame show a minute ago or a couple of minutes ago, they needed to win every play just to get back into this game. And that they did, and then made the big plays that were needed when you didn't expect them to do it. And that's exactly what they did. Good for them. 37-33 is the final.
Part of that comes with that Warren didn't have anything to drink. His throat was getting dry the entire day.
Yeah.
Oh, they got a 0 for the hospitality.
It's just an incredible win. It really is. I don't remember a comeback, whether we were covering Eastern or anybody else. That's as good a comeback in a college football game as you can do. To give up 33 points. And the way we played that last minute and 18 seconds in the first half, giving up those 2 quick scores and getting down to 33-14, man, hats off to everybody.
We're going to try to get Nate Hinkle in here, I think. But
I got a headset for Nate if he's willing to come on.
Coach, we have a headset for you. So, while we get Coach Hinkle in here, I want to say a couple thank yous also to Dr. Kenton Sparks, Dr. Ron Matthews, for without those 2 guys' support, we would not be in this booth. And obviously Eric McNelly, the athletic director.
Let's throw that headset on, Coach, and drop that microphone down. Should be able to hear me in your headset.
Not yet.
Hold on. I'll get you up there now. Now you can hear me. Oh, man. I got to tell you, when you look up 37-33, you're still breathing heavy, Coach.
Yeah.
It came down to winning, as Coach P said, every play in the second half, and that's exactly what happened in front of you today.
That was incredible. We kind of just wanted to happen and said, hey, this might be the last half you get this season, right? And so, oh, man, that was exciting, right? I don't know if I've been a part of something like that before, so very, very excited with our guys' execution. Hey, we never, even though we only got 3 to start off there offensively, we kept bailing back, and then defense giving up 0. That was incredible.
Bring us down inside onto the field when it was all over. There was the team. There was the coaching staff. There were a lot of cheers. There was a lot of energy and excitement. We could feel it up here, and we're 75 yards away from it happening in front of us. What was that like? What was going on down there?
Oh, it's great. It's to finish 500 on the year. We'll see what happens next week. But, the thing I'd say I'm most impressed with is the growth and the ability to come together we've had. Even when, we took one on the chin last week, this could have gone differently, and our guys still came together and molded. And, the last couple of weeks have been pretty special for how young our program is.
What do you anticipate, Coach, for the bus ride back to the main line? It should be a loud bus ride home. Right?
We'll see. We might put them to sleep early. We got some good pizza coming our way. Maybe it'll knock them out.
All right, good stuff,
I
Coach.
appreciate you guys.
Yeah, now we appreciate you coming
so
on
much.
board. Thank you, brother.
Guys. I appreciate you.
Well done.
Great job. You called a great game.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you so much. Hi, Dad. Hi, Mom.
They're listening.
Yeah.
We were the only 3 over here yelling.
They're our biggest listeners. The
we
Hinkle
love
family.
It. Yeah, so good stuff. Getting the coach in and all.
It's great to have him in here.
Yeah, no doubt about that. boy, I tell you, as we wrap things up here from up in Madison, New Jersey, the training home of the New York Jets, just 2 miles away from where we sit. This is a football town up here. This is a football university. FDU came into this game, a good program, a solid program, a good, hard-winning record. They lost a nail-biter a week ago to a tough Widener football team, and to come up and beat them at home on their senior day. I'll give you guys last word.
And that makes them 5-4.
Lean in here, Bernard.
That makes them 5-4 in the MAC as well.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a winning organization up here. We just came up and got a win on.
Well, we should be in a position yet to maybe get into the Centennial Bowl.
Well, you lose. You win by a tiebreaker with, head to head with, if we're tied with FDU at 5-4 in the MAC, we just win on the tiebreaker alone. But I don't know, how all
it
this
sounded
works.
like that from Coach Henkel.
That's what it sounded like. I don't want to read it.
I don't read. I read it in the same thing.
I'd love to work next week.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Oh, that would be incredible.
Where would that be? Is it in Hawaii?
It's not Hawaii, but it'd be closer to you, I think.
Well, listen, if it's anywhere outside of the 45 to 75 mile radius, I've got a couple of great parents that I know that follow this team. We'll see if we can hitch a ride with them. What a great event that will be. But we'll see what happens. Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate it, man. We'll see what happens as we come to a close here today. Your final score, Eastern wins at Warren. I'm going to come to you and let you take us out of the broadcast. Eastern will win it 37-33. Coach B, great job by you all season long. Warren, I'll let you bring this thing home today before we sign off.
Yeah, I just have some thank yous. I tried to say it before Nate Henkel, but I'd be remiss. This might be our last broadcast of the season, and wow, just what a great opportunity for us to broadcast these kids and their progression. And Coach Billy Crocker, just hats off. Congratulations to you and your coaching staff. I'm going to list your coaches real quick. Nate Henkel, who's just in here, Colin Scott, Corey David, Amanda Ruler. Good luck to Amanda with recruiting and to the women's flag team. Deion Henry, special teams, played really well. Akita Crispina, Christian Day, and Jordan Davis. Just great young coaches. Great job by Coach Billy Crocker. And then to our guys that are coming in our box sometimes, Dr. Kenton Sparks, Dr. Ron Matthews, and obviously Eric McNally, the athletic director, and then Dan Mal, the SID. We just not being part of Eastern, but now being part of Eastern, we just love the growth of this program, the growth of the school. It's just really cool to be a small part of it. But we love getting on JAKIB Media and telling these kids stories because it's a great story. And today is even better to be down that at halftime. Coach Bernie and I were talking about just come out and win the half and try to win the game. And they did both. Just hats off to this program and where it's going. And I think it's also going to help with recruiting when kids are like, hey, this is not a doormat team. If I come there, we might be MAC conference champions. And this is where this program's going. And that's why Billy Crocker took this job, is not just to be, hey, in the middle of the road, let's win some games and, have fun and have a nice homecoming. Our job is to win MAC conference championships and then eventually get in that Division III playoffs and make some hay. But hats off to this team. Just really proud of them and really proud that we're a small part of that.
I'd like to add just one thing. I don't think he cares about it, but Coach Crocker has got to be way up on the list as Coach of the Year.
Absolutely.
I mean, 5-5 on a second-year team, 5-4 in your division. I know he doesn't care whether he would get it or not, but he has to be in the running for Coach of the Year.
Well done, well said, and a great way to end this broadcast today here across the JAKIB Sports Network. Your final score again, Eastern wins it 37-33. On behalf of all of our listeners, watchers, viewers, and everyone across the JAKIB Sports Network, don't forget Thursday, the Coaches Show with head coach Billy Crocker. And if there's a possibility, we hope to see you right back here for some playoff football. But a great win today by the Eastern Eagles. Well done. In the spirit and in the name of the good Lord, the Eastern Eagles win it today, 37-33. See you next time, everybody.
It's fall, which means you're probably hearing a lot of
pumpkin spice lattes are everything.
I just love sweater weather.
Football's back, baby.
Oh,
Check out the gorgeous colors on that tree.
I'm loving my MBA program at Eastern University.
That's right. Fall means back to school, and it's not too late. You can jump into Eastern University's MBA program every 7 weeks. Earn your degree fully online and finish in just 1 year. Apply today in as little as 15 minutes at eastern.edu/MBA.
The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports.